но потом уже как бы он купил Радик, и у него был 14 левел, и там уже как бы не возникнет, скажем так, такой ситуации, когда на него нападут, и убьют дважды, а он будет один. Он по большей части с командой уже начинает двигаться. Смокт, команда WINSTRIKE, бегут они через топ-руну на вражеский шрайн. Здесь они могут встретить Гирокоптера, которому чуть-чуть не хватает до блэкинг-бара. И вот они на него сейчас нападут. В 2 стана, нет, даже в 3, наверное, стана. Сейчас еще и Огр подбежит, просто с легкостью разбираются с арком. Ну и на Рошана можно идти. Или отдефать топ. Лучше, наверное... Нет, топ тут уже не отдефать. Просто нужно будет Т3 защищать. Поэтому лучше, да, быстренько на Рошана. Как-то медалька, если есть. Медалька есть, кстати. Медальки нет, да? Без медальки, конечно, не так приятно. Но что делать? Рошана забирать надо. Сейчас нет Гирокоптера. 30 секунд. Будут ли что-то Fly to Moon здесь придумывать? Как мне кажется, им здесь делать нечего абсолютно. Неплохой дикей, но... Не знаю. Поляну как-то может постелить.
Monkey King готов ультовать, но ему там мешает Огр. В итоге стан. Аегис для снайпера, и нужно отсюда бежать. Не факт, что отпустят. Monkey King ультимейт. Monkey King пытается в ультимейте убить. Из палки WRESKING теряет свою первую жизнь. Но теряет жизнь Monkey King. Единственную свою. WRESKING блэкинбар. Несколько критов. Флай получает стан. Все это без гирокоптера. Он только сейчас появляется. Флай. Еще один удар. Снайпер ультимейт. И, наверное, не стоило лезть туда.
Да, Undying умер после байбека, кстати говоря. Он выкупился, прилетел в драку и снова погиб. Его очень долго не будет на карте. WINSTRIKE и так слабее. Точнее, не WINSTRIKE, Fly to Moon. Они и так слабее. Вот конкретно в данный момент на карте, не только с точки зрения вот именно нетворсов и уровней героев, но и вот именно с точки зрения самих персонажей. Так они еще лезут драться 4х5. Да, там драка на Рошане, где можно выгодно для себя бросить кнопки, как-то поставить тамбу хорошую, чтобы она там стояла на хайграунде, чтобы ее никто не бил, как-то дикей покидать. Там в Гирокоптера, видимо, стан прилетел, но он был уже слишком далеко. Вот. И с одной стороны, WINSTRIKE могут и не заходить на хайграунд. Они, конечно, не преследуют цели сейчас именно закончить игру. Но ситуация на карте накаляется вот прям до предела. Еще одна ошибка, еще один какой-то вот косяк такой от Fly to Moon. И эту игру уже будет не выиграть фактически. Потому что вот тут мы видим, видимо, Кераса, да, у WRESKING будет или что? Или он просто... он просто Гиперстон купил. Мне уже казалось, что у него настолько много фарма, чтобы даже уже Кераса есть. На блинке можно ворваться в Шамана или в Легионку. Врываются все-таки в Шамана. Шаман здесь погибает. Хотя там, слушай, и Легионку щемит Куман с дабл дэмэджем. Ну, не знаю,
снизу
можно ли это
попытаться убить Акулыча. Там есть телепорт от Monkey King. Акулыч блинк через секунду. Уже не успеет его использовать. И, наверное, всеми силами тут еле-еле-еле-еле должны его добить. Да, но при этом телепорта нет у Monkey King. Надо кому-то лететь на топ уже. Потому что может быть заход на хайграунд прямо сейчас.
Вообще, кстати, это довольно важный фраг сейчас для Fly to Moon, потому что Шисуй получил 500 золота. Посмотри, ему до блэкинг-бара 200 не хватает. То есть он сейчас пропрыгает до центра, здесь зафармит пачку, где-то еще нахоботит. Ну, не знаю, можно масло продать.
Гирокоптер. БКБ. Пришлось нажимать. Блэкинг-бар почти пустует. Хак прорывается Monkey King. Как же близко. Прям чувствовал уже Monkey King, но топорика, правда, нет, поэтому все равно дерево не сломать. И Monkey King упрыгивает. БКБ действительно появляется. И появляется еще и Bloodmail. О, тоже очень важный предмет. И сразу же смоук. Ну, сейчас найти снайпера, задуэлить. И
у него Аегис, к большому сожалению. И помимо Аегиса сейчас еще будет Сатаник. Соответственно, он будет отхиливаться. Даже в дуэли. И вот он, кажется, да, принес себе Сатаник. Точнее, просто купил. БКБшку нажимает Шисуй. Поляна, ну, не самая хорошая там. Хотя, не, погоди, Кумана вроде как поляна бьет. Но
с Сатаником, с Аегисом, как уже говорил. И непонятно, смогут ли его убить. Убивают.
Смогут.
Аегис.
Хорошо, а дальше что?
Дерево минус. Дерево минус, но пресс-атак. Пресс-атак очень быстрый. Снайпера почти убили, еще немножко остается. Снайпер под связкой. Фокусят его практически все. И, похоже, остается WRESKING. Здесь один кентавр из драки убегает. Фly еле живой. WRESKING делает блинкаут телепорт. И это камбэк.
Такой микро-камбэк на самом деле, да. Аегис снайперу не помог, он был в такой не самой удачной позиции. Драка на шрайне, на вражеском. Все-таки не смогли здесь как следует WINSTRIKE повоевать, даже несмотря на то, что у снайпера был Аегис. Кентавра изначально не было рядом, плюс не было ультимейта у Кентавра. Вот знаешь, мне порой кажется очень странным, что команды, ну, они же все прекрасно знают. То есть это ж не мы тут такие умные сидим и видим, что Кентавра нет, а у Кентавра нет ульты. Они же все это прекрасно знают. Но причине иногда такие моменты возникают. Дахак действовать скиллы гирокоптера. Пошла дуэлька с блейдмейлом. Очень быстро убивают Лила. Но тут наказывать хоть кого-то все-таки. Пошел мультикат. Сейчас должен сюда подконнектиться Always on a Fly. Поставил табу. Выбили реинкарнацию. Заработали... Ну, реинкарнация-то ладно, с ним. Там кулдаун очень-очень низкий. Заработали дуэльку для Легионки. А Легионка, ты сам знаешь, такой персонаж, что вот он в начале 10 урона, 20 урона, 30 урона, вроде не шибко чувствуется. А потом уже 40, 50, 60, 70, посерьезней. И ладно только урон у нее, так у нее же скоро и стойкость будет хорошая. Там какой-нибудь Блэкинг Бар можно купить. Или вообще, допустим, Аганим. Просто там прыгнуть в снайпера и вообще выключить его из драки на огромный временной промежуток. И драка будет просто 4 на 4 без одного из главных дэмэдж-дилеров команды WINSTRIKE. Ну, тут Сатанник, конечно, доставляет вот неприятности именно флоу, что тяжело его вот за дуэль с блейдмейлом будет забрать. Надо, чтобы помощь какая-то была. Дуэль, чтобы кто-то урон наносил.
Тут, походу, все справа законтролят WINSTRIKE, слева должны флайтуму забирать. Ну, хорошо, игра у нас так переворачивается. Казалось, что в один момент... Вот-вот. Полсманофлай на центре. Быстрый фраг для Кумана. Ультимейт. И сразу же WINSTRIKE разбивает смоук. Ускорение при этом даже не забирает никто пока. Что снизу давит линию Дахак. Ну, давайте смотреть. Опасно здесь арк находится в такой позиции, где могли его принимать. Все обошлось. Все уходят. Очень вовремя. Манки Кинг упрыгивает после фарма леса. Чудом пока никто не погибает. Но Манки Кинг сейчас может выйти. Это все в порядке. В порядке. В итоге, похоже, на этом все. Брейс Кинг улетает на топ. Отпушить будет там линию. Нападать на него смысла нет. Дважды не получится. Баунти руну, кстати говоря, даже не забрали. WINSTRIKE оставили, удивительно.
Увлеклись смоуком, да, решили пойти в атаку, напасть на кого-то. Но чуть больше шансов появляется сейчас у Radiant. Вот эта задержка в игре, когда Дайр не использует свое преимущество, не использует потенциал свой в данный момент. Это позволяет вон Андайнгу, например, Владмир дофармить. Ему надо сейчас еще немножечко где-то денежек подсобирать. Вот он баунти руну нашел. В драке, если выживет Always on a Fly, в какой-то даже локальный, знаешь, не 5 на 5, а просто где-то там 2 на 2, 3 на 3, где-то будет участвовать, поставит там тамбу, даст скиллы, получит ассист или, может быть, даже фраги какие-то заработает. И, пожалуйста, плюс Владмирс. Это бонус для Манки Кинга, бонус для Гирокоптера. Гирокоптер вот-вот у нас уже бабочку сфармит. Вот, а Манки Кинг баров, я так понимаю, там особо не намечается. Снайпер сам хочет бабочку, а Брейс Кинг хочет башер. Вот если увидят бабочку на Гирокоптере, возможно, придется изменить свое решение. Манки Кинг дает вижен своей команде, сидя на дереве. И тут подцепили в итоге у нас Легионку. Легионка без Блэкинг Бара. Блейдмейл подрубается. Но тут очень много дэмэджа будет. Неплохая арена. Легионка дает атак на себя. Убегает. Кастуется Кримсон Гард. Немножечко неприятно в Брейс Кингу. Но Брейс Кинг с реинкарнацией. Ассасинок офлайн. Удачная дуэль.
Да, казалось, что все уже вроде фраг, но это Брейс Кинг. Не самый простой герой. Манки Кинг телепорт, попытка улететь и вроде как выйти. Да, никто его там не бьет. 2 в 1 по итогу. Стампит очень сильно помог в этой драке. Тому же Огру убежать, не погибнуть. Да и в целом поменять позиционку. Да, ну тут Легионка в итоге дарит 18 урона. Опа! О, интересно Шаман получается. Шаман делает убийство, нажимает телепорт и, похоже, уйдет, потому что нет ультимейта у снайпера. Кулдаун висит. Забавно вышло. Такая не совсем нужная смерть, а Кулыч руну волшебства забрал. Манки Кинг здесь ничего сделать не сможет.
Ну, за Огра сколько получил на Слеер? 442 получил. Нормально получил, ладно, хорошо. Ну, варды дропать особо больше некуда. Разве что вот в таких моментах. До хайграунда пока дойти у Флайтуму не получается. Они не могут идти вот и пушить, да? То есть они могут только после какой-то удачной драки пойти и начинать КГ ломать. Ну, из приятных новостей, естественно, плюс 18 урон для Дахак.
По Манки Кинг. БКБ-то нет.
Сейчас
Таня. Ну, не успеет. Не успеет просто нажать. Нажать, держать бесконечно. Вроде как бы будет.
Но вроде бы как бы и не будет, да.
Проклятие не прощает. Фея. 5 секунд решили сейчас жизнь Манки Кинга. Его не будет 70 секунд. Рошан не появится еще минуты 50, что неплохо. Хотелось бы его отдавать. Страйкам в этом плане немножко не повезло. Да и непонятно, что... Рошана нет. Они, скорее всего, будут его ждать. На хайграунд зайти, но не успеют уже ник.
Акулыч найдет Флая. Флай, такое ощущение, как будто вообще АФК стоит. Не знаю, может, закупается где-то или где-то контролит что-то. Непонятно. Вряд ли бы он ушел отсюда, если бы даже вовремя шелохнулся, начал убегать в какую-то сторону, близкую к базе. Его все равно бы, скорее всего, догнали, но выглядело это просто забавно. Флоу фармит крипов на вражеской территории, ожидая, что его здесь никто не найдет и никто не заметит. У него очень много золота, но пока никакие предметы Флоу не приобретает. То есть он может купить Солар уже 100%. Загрейдить медальку. Еще немножечко подкопить денежек можно будет купить БКБ. Кентавр телепортируется, дает стан по шаману. Легионку убивать не хотят, но хотят забрать шамана здесь. Отлично, ассасинейт, минус шаман. Здесь подходит еще у нас и Огр-маг. Дуэлька, что у нас по дуэльке? Дуэлька должна быть, но врывается Дахак, начинает дамажить гирокоптера. Что по Башеру? Башера нет еще. Поэтому сбить телепортацию шансов нет никаких у Дахака. Он там хотел Башер купить, но купил себе Мьёлнир.
Ого.
Шаман выкупается.
Непонятно зачем, правда.
Да, непонятно, действительно. Возможно, выкупается для того, чтобы Рошана контестить. Потому что есть уже тайминг на вот этот вот дополнительный, соответственно, таймер Рошана у команды FlightToMoon. Они знают то, что этот таймер уже сейчас начинает потихонечку крутиться, и Рошан может появиться вообще в любой момент. Поэтому надо было, видимо, Слееру выкупиться для того, чтобы Рошана следующий не профукать. По сути, кто Рошана этого сейчас заберет, тот будет контролировать карту довольно продолжительное время. 5 минут целых с Аегисом. Да и потом там еще и сыр будет, да, тоже можно будет скушать, какому-нибудь кентавру отдать. Кентавр покупает Аганим. Теперь под его стампит будет урон наносить очень-очень трудно. Ставятся варды шамана, пытаются в наглую забрать Рошана здесь в FlightToMoon. Посмотрим, что из этого получится.
Блокер бара у гирокоптера. Такой неприятный момент. Рескинг ворвался, гирокоптер пока сейвит. Пресс за атаку он живет. Очень быстро Дахак свою первую жизнь отдает, но блокинбары массово были использованы. Сам Дахак нажимает блокинбара, а для гирокоптера. Куман, ультимейт, убивает быстро ЛЦ, она выкупается. Куман чуть назад, связали его, но урон не будет. Акуч ворвался, должны бить шамана. Шамана добили, шаман без байбека совсем недавно выкупался. Марки Кинг также без возможности выкупиться. Ну и вроде как забрали Аегис, а, честно говоря, особо-то радости от него быть не должно. Гирокоптер, о, слушай, это может быть конечный.
Это может быть конечное. Гирокоптер сыр себе перекладывает, но без блокинг-бара он этот сыр просто даже прожать не успеет.
Да, ну, хорошо. 3 героя могут защищать базу. Только 3. Мне непонятно, как это делать, учитывая, что все свои способности ребята уже использовали. От спам кулдауном это понятно. Рекарнация появляется, снайпер будет стрелять очень быстро.
Как минимум 2 стороны, мне кажется, винстрайки заберут. Посмотрим, возможно, даже целых 3, пока шамана не будет 60 секунд. Бросают рейнджовый барак в центре, перемещаются на бот. Рескинг начинает потихонечку долбить Тир-3 Тавер. Здесь Акулыч. Акулыч может на себя, или даже Дахак может на себя эту вышку переагрить для того, чтобы вышка быстрее падала. Прыгает Лил, цепляет Олисона Флая. Флай даже тамбу, кажется, может не успеть использовать. Прыгает в Рейскинг, все-таки его спасли пресс за атаком, но Undying все равно ни одной кнопки нажать не смог.
2 линии упало, появляется Манки Кинг вот-вот, и нет смысла винстрайком здесь прям оставаться, можно отойти, закупиться, очень много денег у всех, и с предметами снова идти в атаку. Да, в игру вернуться теперь будет нереально трудно. Манки Кинг по фарму просил не так много у него, гирокоптер тоже не хватает предмета на урон, и вот как раз таки то, что Квикбай, наверное, может как-то ситуацию исправить. Ну и Брескинг слишком силен, смотришь на предметы Дахака.
Да, вот смотрю я на этот Shadow Blade у Flow. Понятно, зачем он куплен и для чего. Чтобы как-то подходить с тыла к снайперу и цеплять его дуэлькой. Там подрубать блейдмейл и убивать его. Но когда нет блэкинг-бара уже вот в такой вот игре, как вот вообще дуэли можно, в принципе, выигрывать хоть какие-то и вообще, в принципе, кастовать, потому что тут, смотри, у Легионки БКБ нет, а у Дарквилла есть Юл. То есть там ты нажимаешь блейдмейл с дуэлью, а тебя просто юлят, и урон в блейдмейл вообще не наносится. Сам урона тоже не наносишь. Станы, Огр-маг, Рейскинг, Кентавр. Не знаю, очень сложно что-либо сделать. Вот без какого-то иммунитета к магии. То есть либо какой-то вот Аганим взять все-таки, либо блокинг-бар. Вот, ну, понятно, что плохо. Блокинг-бар тут потихоньку начнет фармить, но не будет ли это слишком поздно? Дабл дэмэдж у Дахака. Дахак бежит в предполагаемое место гирокоптера, который колдаун кидал, никого там в итоге не находит, потому что Гира уже успел улететь. Аганим на... О, Аганим на Дарквиллу, 19 уровень. Аганим...
大雷锤骷髅王，
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
大神圣境，
Radiant's top shrine has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Бить.
Брейскинг начинает бить, и помешать ему невозможно. Надо как-то со спины нападать. Но в итоге будет вырывать кентавр.
Манки Кинг вроде как живучий достаточно, поэтому все нормально. Врывается дальше шаман. Атака, попытка убить быстро Дарквиллу не получает это сделать. Дуэль Легион Командер, ну вы сами все видели. От дуэли 0 импакта. Ну и все, похоже, конец. Такая драка, где поэтому он даже близки не были к тому, чтобы как-то переиграть противника. 2-0, WINSTRIKE проходит дальше. А команду FlyToMoon увидим мы уже на другой квалификации.
Да. Ну, на самом-то деле, пик FlyToMoon был не так уж и плох. Они просто в некоторых моментах сыграли не... В моментах они сыграли
Perfect.
How did you see me? Fucking
I'll take that.
That should help.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bot. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
You took that shape.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Around.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Got to.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's one in a row for you.
And you.
Dirt.
They should have run while they had that chance.
Invisibility.
Allies disappear.
To retract your last move.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I'll be creeping while you are sleeping.
Around. Puck out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire are scanning.
death's bounty.
The prize is mine.
Death comes
You
in
might
threes.
wish to
Why
retract
prolong
your
the
last
inevitable?
move. You might wish to retract your last move.
Yes!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Out of my way!
Actions are without.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. That Dire are scanning.
Another one?
Let the world end now. It matters not to me. We have
That's what
Perfect.
not fit for
You think you caught me? Some things you can't plan for. Cloaked and daggered.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Regeneration. That should help.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You might wish to retract your last move.
My stealth fails me.
Mate.
You might wish to retract your last move.
I'll be creeping while you are sleeping.
The prize is mine.
Double damage.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack. Radiant's top shrine has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So far wasn't slippery enough already.
Bullseye!
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack. Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Shadows, take us.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gotcha!
Monster kill!
Right.
God!
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
I'll never bow.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Vanish.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They need silence. Look out!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They seem like this. My prey.
Strange time to
Radiant's
hibernate.
middle tower has fallen.
A world devourer.
Okay, OD again.
Ten seconds
For Wind and Rain, it should allow the OD to just have a decent enough lane.
remaining.
And again, the counters that you want to pick on to beat the OD, WINSTRIKE has last pick, so they're always going to be able to get you know, the hero they need to deal with this squishier counter that OD doesn't like playing against.
Oh, okay. That's
Nice.
one way to approach the lane. And I think the other thing that made this OD seem so good is we saw it from WinRain on the first day, right? With the Axe and Mirana combo. Like, there was no save. Well, WINSTRIKE, they have arguably 2 saves here, right? You can toss someone away.
So I wouldn't be surprised right now if they put the tiny mid and just put like their void like in the off lane and put their OD safe lane. Like, they don't need to treat it as like an offlane void. The void can still play carry, but they just need to like jig their lanes around a little bit just to make sure that they can actually lane this. And again, Tiny plays very well into Brood. He can farm the spiderlings. The biggest counters to Brood in terms of playing against him is if you stack his ancients once, he can't farm them in the early levels, and then you just need to play off blocking his camp. Eventually what he'll do, he will then want to place webs behind your opponent's tower, skip the wave and farm the jungle. You just need to move in, get a deeper ward out, or block the deeper camps. So it's kind of like a 3-stage process to dealing with the Broodmother. So block the camp, stack the ancients, block the deeper camps once he can't farm like the first set.
Yes, and it's more a case like the way that Brood has kind of evolved is it used to be you had to address the issue straight away, or she'd build these kind of very fast ramp up items, then she'd take the towers. Nowadays, Brood, it almost feels like it's more brutal if you ignore it, because you know that with the new builds, she tends to continue to escalate super late game. Right? It's not like 2017 Brood, right, where if you didn't take enough of the map by like 25-30 minutes, you felt like Brood didn't do her job. Nowadays, it kind of scales better.
She's got the ability to push out lanes, take towers easily, take team fight. It's an overall very good hero, but it just it also changes the whole style of Dota you play. Again, the thing with Dota is about you push out lanes, you take objectives, take team fights. It's very simple, right? Like, as much as Dota's a complex game, the core fundamentals are very simple. And there are only like a few heroes that change the core fundamentals of the game. For example, Tinker, Broodmother,
Techies.
Techies, yeah, they're probably like the key 3, right? That change the fundamentals of how you play the game, right? Like Brood, you're playing this chasing game, you're going into webs, you don't know if you're dying. It's really like you feel scared being on the map. Tinker, all the lanes are always pushed, you don't really know where to go, you have to try and catch him. Ward is suddenly on the high grounds in the corners of the map, like your vision's not on the map, just on the side. Like, these types of heroes, they have such a big impact on the game, just starting from the draft alone.
Yeah, that's a fair way to look at it. It's usually quite like a high point of contention as well, right? Because we have an asymmetrical balancing system, right? You can't have both teams pick a Broodmother and mirror what the other is doing. And when you talk about heroes like Brood, Tinker, or Techies, that is one team very rapidly changing the kind of layout of how the game's going to play, and the other team doesn't have a mirror option.
Radiant team.
Yeah, it really depends on how you want to approach it. So yeah, okay, so now they've got WinRain has really strong lanes. They're gonna have Necro Tree. Actually, no. What they most likely will do they'll try lane top with the Triax Mirana and try and secure a first blood. Then after maybe 2 minutes or so, the tree will then move bottom to assist the Necro if needed. And then the Brood's just going to play his game. And eventually, once the Brood's got his timings, all the heroes are just going to kind of group up with the blink on the axe, start taking objectives, and start closing out the map.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of pressure straight out of the lanes. As you said, well, WINSTRIKE, it feels a little bit greedy right now. They need something that gives them more lane presence, right? Because you've got this OD, you've got this Void, they both want time.
They need an early tempo hero. I'd like to see the tiny mid and then to pick a support.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that ramps up pretty nicely.
All right. I feel this beast should probably be mid, right? Beast.
Yeah, that's a decent shout.
They should put the Void. Oh, they're just putting the OD mid. All right, sure. I believe I've not seen it yet, but I've heard scenarios in which OD might be able to lane against the Brood.
But more often than not, what I've seen
you
is
max your ore, like you do, it's like some ore build where you can like clear the spiders out. You don't really like. You have a value point in prison. Like there is a scenario in which OD might be able to lane. Again, it might be great. I just don't know from the like.
I think like that build might work because of the Crystal Maiden aura as well on top of your regen, right? Like that may keep you high enough with your Essence aura that you can do it. It's tough though.
I think it's going to be spooky. This lane's all about like, I still feel like if they do the things that I said, like stacking the Ancient, blocking that small camp, like blocking the medium camp, and then like moving in, if they can do that, then I feel like the OD should be perfectly fine because the Brood will naturally be starved. He's going to want to move up to another part of the map, like behind the towers to farm. Like he's going to have to change up like his comfort style of like play. So if he does that, then there will be less pressure on the OD potentially. Additionally, with the Beastmaster, there is perfect. It's all about vision pretty much against Brood, making sure that you can see him and catch him. And now you have this BKB piercing stun. You've got always gonna have the vision on where he is in like these kind of juke spots. Like the Beastmaster pick just kind of secures the game in terms of. You have this Beastmaster where you can always lock him down.
Yeah, and with the Beastmaster, like it gives you that kind of lane presence and push that we were talking about. At the same time, I really like it with the OD and the Void because if these two heroes want anything from a member of their team, it's attack speed, right? It's why we see Ogre Magi is a very popular pick with these type of heroes. And that aura, when they start transitioning these kind of like 5-man fights around the 15-20 minute mark, should be very impactful.
Yeah, again, it's a very greedy start to a game. Like when you just compare the two, like Necro doesn't need much. He needs maybe just like phase hood and he's off playing Dota. The blink just the axe just needs a blink and maybe he's able to be aggressive. So I like the change up though from Wind and Rain. I like seeing them picking these more aggressive heroes, trying to take the fight to them and not relying on such high cooldowns. I like the adaptation since the last series.
But it looks like they will be putting a Coolidge mid, by the way. So we can see confirmation from the shared tangos on it. I mean, it makes the most sense.
Okay, cool, perfect. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Nice, they are putting the Beastmaster. Good.
Like, there's an argument for that build you're talking about on the OD, but it's like more often than not, it backfires.
Oh yeah, like I was saying it with gritted.
Factor in this lane because he can ruin everything just by tossing people away or towards. Like you get a good arrow, right? And it's just like if it's not on Lil, he'll bodyguard and just either throw your aggressor away or throw the arrow target to safety. Same with Kuman with the Astral. This feels much better as a tri lane if WINSTRIKE convinced Wind and Rain to stay here, right? It's annoying because you want levels in OD, but at the same time you have so much save like this.
But the issue is like they don't really do much per se. Like what does the OD tiny CM lane do, right? Like sure you do this to like this is cute, but like other than this one toss, like what are the three heroes doing? Like you could do this with two heroes, right? So
it's also maybe a little bit greedy. They did get away with the first blood there because they went for the aggressive Astral. These tosses back though.
Yeah,
Wind and Rain keep playing this aggressive. This is good.
Yeah, it's this lane's all about the tiny toss.
Do you think they keep doing this until level 2 comes and then they go, okay, maybe not so much anymore because, you know, Nico will have the escape mechanism and Boogie
yeah, there will be a point where vacating this lane will be preferred. It really depends on how the Void does top.
So far, it's pretty even with effort. It's not going too bad for Dahak. Meanwhile, mid lane, probably a little bit inflated from the Spiderlings, but Broodmother not able to pressure Beastmaster too much yet. In fact, her babies are feeling the pain. I guess the other great thing is because you are the mid in this scenario, it's mangoes galore. You can bring out as many as you want.
And the Brood did start with like 5 mangoes, so that's the build as well. He's loving life.
Arrow through.
Oh no, these...
It's been soft
like 3 arrows now. It's very unfortunate.
It's really hard because that route is such a short duration. Only 0.4
Oh
seconds.
yeah. It's nowhere near as easy as like the Banes and Shadow Demons of the drafts.
Lil might want to back away soon because he's getting pretty low and he didn't regen to hang around. But that's the nature of Tiny, right? Like, you're so bulky. What's the point in bringing like a salve and multiple tangos? You eventually know you're going to die anyway.
He's gonna go for that one last play with the Invis rune. Probably knows he'll probably trade his life if he does actually go here.
And the problem is they can't go on Nikwa because he has level 2 now, so he has access to those leaps. They want the tree, if anything.
Well, they see the tree.
They do indeed. They're getting in position. He doesn't know what's about to happen. He's going to find out, though. Under the tower you go. Doesn't even have a stout shield. They hit the arrow into Lil. Yol's getting low, but looks like Lil should be the one to go down. Avalanche comes out, and Yol gets invis in time. Tree not so slow when you give him the boots. He's coming back, though. He knows there's a ward around here is the problem. But maybe. Nope. Lil tries. Just gets the creeps instead.
They have died 3 times this combo. I think they're gonna slowly learn how to play against it.
Get levels.
Twice, sorry.
Get boots. It's usually the best way. Then you've got a question, when does Lil go elsewhere? Like, where can you go, actually, really? Like, even if you go up to the Necro, you got Ghost Shroud, right? So the tower's not really going to help you that much. Oh. I'll just try and save Nofir's life.
I feel like now this is the point where you might want to just punish this Void. Like, this lane's fine, the Axe is just farming, like the CM has no regen. This tree can easily pick up a TP. Like, he can go place a deep ward, rotate top, and really punish this Void, the Void, sorry.
Yeah, because now, like, you think about the state of the lane for WINSTRIKE. It was quirky, but what does it do now?
Like,
you're kind of relying on when
where the lane is. So that's the
mistakes.
thing. Like, this only works when the lane is like in this area, right? Like when you're in kind of this kind of portion of the map.
And they should be able to get it back fairly easy, right? Because you can toss the creep across. So maybe they do that now. I really think that's the best move they can make now. That's one good thing about Tiny support.
But that's the thing with the Mirana, he can always kill the big creep. So when if you do a hard camp pull, he kills the big creep. You're now just doing like a single pull, right? And the lane will then push.
Oh, they're being baited in. Nice triple avalanche. Astral under one. Nikwa, he did get the kill, and Lil did not use the toss. He realizes Mirana is not the go target. This just feels really awkward to look at.
A little bit. It's all about the how you start the lane and how you can move away, and WINSTRIKE can't really move away.
Yeah.
You don't have kill potential on a Broodmother with a Beastmaster, and you don't have any kill potential on a Necro with a Void.
Oh, they get Mirana though.
Yeah, WINSTRIKE are committed to this lane. They're only players in this lane.
It would have been worth it if it wasn't for the fact they had to give up bounty room to do that kill. It's like, maybe if you bring both supports top, you can make something happen to Necro, but even if you do that, the moment you do, I think they just kill OD, right? It's not a hard kill for them in this lane.
No, not at all. The Tree Mirana is extremely strong if you actually do get the connection.
We mentioned how powerful Outward Devour can be. Usually it's this hero that relies a lot on getting that early XP though. Only level 4 and the arrow come through. Use the Astral aggressively though, and they'll toss him away, trying to keep Kuman up and alive. The Starstorm doing a lot of damage to the Battle Hunger. Be close, but he will stay alive. They'll move away. If you're getting pretty low. Nikwa thought about going deeper.
Low.
Lil still here. Toss the Nikwa under the tower. Got one leap to get out. Got one left. No fear. Gets baited into his own death though. Does get the kill. But oh no, he didn't get the kill. They didn't get the Battle Hunger off him. They might still get axed though. They got another toss ready.
Another toss.
Come back to Papa. I'm not sure if that's the move though. Kuman was not prepared for that. Lil, he makes sure he's the true victor here, or is he? Boogie should be able to get away. The Living Arm will heal him up as well. TM's coming right now. No fear. Does get the slow out with the Crystal Nova.
Doesn't have any mana, and there's no mangoes or anything on either of them.
Yeah, and the Battle Hunger means they can't even give a clarity. Lil's like, stay here, guys. Just get Shrine. This is a little bit greedy, but he wants to be relevant.
Denied.
God. And these are the types of plays that get you kicked from VP.
I mean, I was subtly like hitting that stuff with the whole was irrelevant. Be like, you know what? You lined that one up, KP. Nice low ball throw. Let me just bat that one out of the park.
I'm sitting there just sipping on my tea, like, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Everyone's stinking it. Lil played this lane really well up until that last toss. So in fairness, he was actually doing a good job.
Almost definitely. It's like, you know how most supports in the scenario is like, I'll die for the core here. Lil's like, no, I'm worth a decent amount right now, or I feel like I am. And Kuman, oh good lord, like getting them pretty low.
They can just set up another toss.
They got chrono. They've got the chrono. They don't want to use it for a measly Mirana though.
But they do.
But he's here. He says, okay, I've rotated. We need someone. Nefrit follows down as well. He has the scythe. So they have to keep Kuman back. He's salving up right now. But this is awkward. What does Nefrit do here? He could even die because the Kulich is rotating around. With the DD, the primal roll comes out. He's going to turn around, look for the bigger kill into Nefrit, who still has that scythe. This just got a little bit awkward. It's looked good to start with from the Beastmaster, but now, what do you do? I mean, he did want to primal roll the tree, but I think it's just worth it for the kill. Like with this rotation, you've done nothing. The only good news is that Hannah hasn't been able to push your tower.
Yeah,
Arrow. Oh, no fear. Gets found out. The hack will move away, but the scythe is there, and Lil is not. Nefrit.
But overall, these rotations were better for Wind and Rain. They can, like, their Brood just farming. They've now got majority hero bottom to be able to take the tower. Like, it's much as it was a decent start. Like, I feel like just when you chrono this Mirana, like you need to chrono and then you just need to accept it and just leave. When you keep trying to bring more in, like the axe, no, sorry, the Beastmaster, he roared the axe and it's like he then tried going on the Necro, but Necro then shrouded. So it's just like a bit of overcommittal from them, over rotation as well.
Yeah, it's like the way I look at it is, when Nefrit had to rotate down, that's WINSTRIKE's lead point. It's like, okay, we actually commit a lot here, but we just forced them to commit a lot as well. Let's just accept this isn't happening anymore. But then they kind of, you know, they're like, we're invested this far. We just keep going, right?
Yeah, it's all about like how, if you can force more rotations with less heroes, then you're naturally going to be winning the game of Dota. So like Void, for example. I know, hold on, top
kill.
Tree dying.
They rotate it up. Boogie
Poor soul.
gets the warning though, moves away. Do trees have souls?
Yeah.
Though? That's the real question.
Whatever, it's a tree.
There's plenty more of them on the map.
Yeah, we could artificially do what they're doing nowadays.
Clone trees. Nice.
No, but yeah, my point being, like, the Void can easily force out multiple rotations just by using Chrono. So just utilizing that might allow them to make more space on the map.
The hack. Mistakes may have been made here. He knows how this story ends.
Did you know that you could juke here, by the way? See here?
Oh yeah, you can go in there, right?
Go in here.
Yeah.
He might have survived.
And the other popular one, but everyone knows it now, is over the side store, right? Where you go
this is
everyone knows that one.
Common practice here, please. But this one, this is the spicy one of the century.
Yeah, it's just like, he doesn't even look like it. You look right now, you're like, there's nothing there. Yeah,
there's nothing there. I do love, honestly, this like top tree line actually. Juking in this like area up here is so much fun. When you're diving, living life.
Full access, let's go.
You didn't see it, but Beastmaster axes on the spiders. It's just like gold. It's beautiful.
I wish he'd just make that noise that he makes when he gets a bounty rune whenever he hits the spiders, actually.
I'm sure we can get onto that, don't worry.
Possibly the weirdest bounty pickup noise I've heard.
Side note, Odie has a Midas. He's
Oh, I wouldn't know who's going to do this, because like arguably your Void wants to do it, right? And it feels greedy going double Midas in this current meta, especially against these type of heroes.
It depends on the Void, because the Void went for a double Wraith Band, and he was playing in the offlane, so he might not opt for the full Midas build. He might just go for a double Wraith Band Treads Maelstrom build, and then scale a little bit slower, but allow for his OD to be a bit greedier.
That's true. And when you like converge on fights, the Beastmaster aura is going to give you that attack speed that you're missing from the Midas build up anyway. That's not too bad.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I like the way that WINSTRIKE's currently moving. Moving is like allowing their two greedier cores to farm and potentially trying to go for these pickoffs as 3.
Power roll. Oh, the gold! You know it's a lot of gold when your PC almost crashes. And Hannah trying to get away. Toss across.
Nice.
Lil ensures he gets the kill.
Okay, that was a really good move.
Oh, meanwhile.
What the heck? No!
Oh no, he gets caught out with the Moonlight Shadow. And he had the info. He had the sentry down. He got hit by the arrow though. Now Kuman.
I can already... let's see if Kuman
They could kill
first.
him here.
Nah,
the thing's coming out. DPN.
You already know the communication, by the way. When they kill this Broodmother, they're like, guys, we got the Broodmother.
They got him. The Brood Mother, they might get more here.
No. Hold up.
This is a bit... Wait, this is greedy, guys. This is really greedy.
They learn.
It's like maybe if there's no living armor. But now Nefrit goes mid. Nope, Akulich gets the tower and he'll move away. Nefrit feels like he's wasted his time a bit.
As long as WINSTRIKE don't make too many like unnecessary moves and waste TPs, they're perfectly fine in this game, just farming up.
Yo. He may pay for his greed. He took away the big creep from the CM, but now he's going to be the big creep. Toss in. Everything you need to know with the Frostbite coming out. Cut down all the trees. They have got the axes though, and Yo can't leave.
Sure.
Radiant's
He's leaving now.
He understands he gets out just in time. And
there is a haste though. Get invis in a few seconds. Mirana should be able to help him buy enough time. Akuli's just like, where's my team? Lidl's like, dude, we don't have haste on everyone. But oh, all right, that's one way to minimize the effect of the arrow. Just toss you to the start of it. Oh,
Round
this
2
is...
of invis.
Where's the Benny Hills theme tune right now? Because I feel like we need one.
There's so much time wasted by the track.
He has got the chrono. There it is to make sure that Nefrit can't get any assistance here. Framarol comes out. Everything but the kitchen sink into the Necro. Aaron gets sidestep. He's gone. They even dropped down the Eclipse to ensure the kill. Astral was out. Onto a second. Boogie gonna be rooted up as well. And win and range. Win and drain. In for a penny, in for a pound. They just refuse to leave.
Yeah, that was... They just threw so much on the Necro there. And then Boogie was like, I'm gonna run in and maybe say, I'm sorry, mate.
My favorite part
Save
was
your
Hannah.
friend syndrome.
Like you sort of had all the time. The Brood Mother's like, maybe we can go now. No. Maybe we can go now. No.
No.
Maybe. I should have just farmed this whole time.
Is hit creeps, get his Ags, and the timing of Wind and Rain is Axe having a blink, maybe even the Blade Mail, but the Blade Mail just comes after the good kills, so blink, and then Necro having just a little bit of farm and playing with the Brood. They don't need to be super creative, they don't need to like go for these over-the-top plays, they just needed to play the lane, maybe get some kills in laning phase, and then farm up until that big timing. Like right now, WINSTRIKE's able to just push out lanes, hit creeps, and they're getting the rotations, so it's kind of worrying for Wind and Rain that WINSTRIKE are able to actually get these kills so early on.
Especially with the way that they're kind of staggering their own timings by doing it, right? Because of that kind of slip up in the mid, you can already see it that Necrophos almost has the blink, but Axe is still far away. Nice arrow and a Beastmaster, but the Avalanche covers Moonlight Shadow because they want to back away. No chrono for 50. Nefrit was here last time he experienced it. Doesn't have to worry.
Oh, poor CM, that was not a sense.
No. Is it poor CM?
Oh, what? No, the toss!
Do you know how the ultimate works? Lil? Better safe than sorry, I guess. It's okay, though. Yol's like, wait, I should be dead. I'll come back and rectify this.
Roots don't cancel channeling spells, by the way, Lil. You didn't need to toss him away. His ult wasn't going to cancel the CM ult.
Well, Lil's tossing more people in. Kulich doesn't want a part of this, though. Nefrit definitely has that scythe available.
This entire game is like 1v9. Lil's like, I'm going to toss anyone. I don't know who I'm tossing, but I'm tossing. He's just going right now.
We can record toss stats? I'm going to get as many tosses on heroes as possible.
Beautiful.
Sorry, Lil. We don't have any like stats, man, so we can't get, you know, your average toss per minute.
Well, he's hit about 4 kills of the toss. He's got killed off 1. Is that
including the ones that he kills his own team with?
Yeah. It's just one big. Okay. You don't need to differentiate it. It's just I'm getting kills.
I mean, he's not right now.
He's playing his own game.
You know, maybe Lil is like a colorblind in a new type, so he's actually seeing the two colors the same. I mean, I'm not stereotyping colorblind because I know people get confused about what colorblind really is. Maybe there's a type of colorblind where you're seeing both green and red.
I'm gonna just let you hold this one down solo, man. You got this. Good luck.
I got it. I mean, I'm not colorblind. Most people, like, what's that? I can't remember. There's quite a high percentage of people who are colorblind, at least to a very specific type of color.
Probably.
Yeah, it's more regular than people realize.
Yeah. I just like the videos of them when they put the glasses on.
Oh yeah.
Chroma glasses.
Not the 3D glasses. We're not like Doctor Who levels. Whatever that is.
In the bot lane.
Barrel. Effort. Listen to him sing. Oh, you get the arrow out, but not the that chrono. He's lucky that didn't end with a scythe. Now the hack. Pretty deep, fighting up against Boogie with the time dilation there. Boogie can't even run away. He's being toyed with. Nequel wants to help, but what do you do? Lil, decides not to toss the scary Axeman into his low HP heroes. I'm proud of him for this. The problem is Lil, he's gonna die for this.
Of course he
oh, the smoke!
Yeah.
Oh, you cheeky bugger. Gets away.
Man's playing his own game right now. He's...
I'll do you know, this is the Optimus Prime scene from Transformers 2 where it's like, I'll take you all on.
I've not seen such a greedy tiny through like indirect actions. Like, of course he's playing.
Maybe in your pub games, right? But not in the comp game.
Oh, it's fun to watch nonetheless.
I'm just waiting to see him queue up a Midas. The most greedy thing you can do.
There's no way this man will be...
Not that greedy, like slightly less, but...
Oh, I see. I am worried about this Void going Diffusal Rush. I understand that like he's trying to play like a more tempo-based Void to enable his OD and also play off the timings of his Beastmaster. But I still feel like a Maelstrom would secure his game where if it does get a little bit rough, it still gives him the ability to push out lanes. And also just farm up, naturally.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I don't think BKB Rush maybe is the best answer. He's gone for the Yasha instead. I was about to say, something like this is maybe better, and then you might get to a stage where like, okay, I need the BKB quickly.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yasha. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Zephyr is going towards the Radiance next, by the way, so you know you have to be aware of this and how easily these kind of shoot. Wait, no, Yasha and Diffusal. All right, you're still pretty squish. I mean, he didn't even take the 12 strength talent, which was kind of the surprising part.
Man wants to hit people.
Smash hard.
This Wind and Rain lineup is going to soon be getting very scary there. Slowly building towards their timings. This Brood is getting pretty scary. They got control of the top triangle, an area that OD naturally wants to be farming because he can farm the Ancients really quickly. That's what makes OD pretty strong.
And still, at this point in the game, WINSTRIKE haven't taken all the tier 1s. I mean, Kulich is in the bot lane now. Maybe he can get his hands on it, but it feels like there's a lot more pressure coming out from the Wind and Rain lineup, and most of it is not even because of the Broodmother in terms of tower pressure. Oh, jump in, cool. Perfectly timed with the TP in. Nice astral save. Jumping in to hack. Does have the Chrono. He's going to hold on to it. Moonlight Shadow trying to get away, but there's the Chrono on the Boogie and on an Effort as well. They move across. They've even danced their half with the Freezing Field. The Primal Roar to secure the kill, and they'll chase for more. If you see Yol, they ping him out. Time dilation as well. Trying to move away. He's been here before. This time he won't get out though. The bash is there to ensure it.
Yeah, and that's just a demonstration of when we have our big ults, we don't really care about your position.
Anything.
Control of an area. Yeah, we're just gonna use them together.
They're going for more. Hannah, maybe in a bit of trouble. He's getting astraled up. The Avalanche fell off as well. They need to get close enough for the toss. Oh, almost toss in. One more hit should do it. And Human gets the kill.
Yeah. And that was
just
also
continue to spam the W button.
As a showing of the Hawk as well, because you can see how much of a control that Wind and Rain had in this high ground area, but they just send out the Hawk, they get the Chrono, and they're not scared at all. It's Necro is only tanky when he gets to get a couple kills, use a Shroud, activate Hood. When he's Chronoed, surprisingly, I don't know if you knew this, he can't do anything. It's pretty interesting.
Chrono sounds pretty OP to me, you know?
Yeah.
You can't do anything?
Nothing.
Boogie can't do anything. He just missed a call on a man walking right by him. Whoops. A glitch? What was that TP? He's cancelled it now. Oh, Clips gets dropped. Necro. Well, explain this one to me, because he wasn't Chrono, but he didn't do anything. And the trees get sniped out as well. Kulich is like, nah, not just spiders, not just trees anymore. I want the tree daddy himself.
Yeah, the fear of WINSTRIKE's draft not being able to get online, it's not even an issue now, especially the build that Void went, and they're just not even going Midas is the key thing here, and the fact that OD's already got the Midas and way on the way to BKB. Yeah, this game's gone past the point in which Wind and Rain has like that kind of free power spike, which is just draft based. Now it's going to be purely based on positioning, warding, and how they actually approach.
Keep running it to you before you can even reorganize into a 5, right? Like you saw it time and time again. We got one kill. Just don't stop. Flip another. Make sure that they can't regroup and do something about this.
Yeah, for sure.
But they'll calm down now. They're like, okay, they've had enough time to regroup. We know we've kind of alleviated the concern that they were accelerating too fast.
This Void keeps like, he tabs in Diffusal, then buys the Yasha. He tabs in Diffusal, buys the recipe for Manta. He tabs, you know, he's just teasing. He's like, maybe I should buy this. Nah. Like, I feel like if he buys the Diffusal, it's going to be pretty... Post-Manta, it's fine. Pre-Manta, it's like...
Okay, he's gonna bait us again. After he does this Manta, it'll be Radiance. The most absurd thing we could see happen here.
I see.
He's messing with them. Like, it's the only explanation I've got for you right now, Robson. He knows what he's doing to us. Push continue. Akulich once again showing the power of Beastmaster with his Hawks. Things are so damn strong. Kind of feels like no matter what you do, Beastmaster will always have relevance through one of his spells at least.
It's simply because Dota is a vision-based game, so when your hero can provide vision, naturally making the good hero. That's why Night Stalker's good, Mirana's technically good, because obviously, you know, Invis still plays into the same category of vision, so yeah.
Yeah, and the Arrow as well is very good.
Yeah, technically.
It's great when people flame you in your games, you just say Scouting Arrow.
I see, that's what you...
Gives you an
very smart. One step ahead. But it was
already knew what they were
Roshan
say.
that we'd already taken.
Here comes the nice attack speed into effect for Dahak. Pump bash the Roach if he doesn't get pump bashed himself. And they'll clean up pretty fast. I wonder if it's like... So there's kind of these scenarios. So when they were just two in the pit, do you think it was better value for him to use the Solar Crest on the Void rather than the Roche?
No, always on Roshan.
Okay. I've heard like
Always
some players try and argue this because like especially with Void because it's the time lock damage, right?
No. You want to reduce the armor of the Roshan.
That's fair.
Because 4 people hitting Roshan has greater damage.
Oh no, I meant when there's like 2 of them in there. So when it's just the Beastmaster and the Void, for example.
You still put it on the Roshan because 2 is still better than 1.
This is true. Attack speed
also,
is tempting, though.
If you look at like how armor works with like percentage damage, the first like 10 armor of a hero like yields like the greatest like net raise in like damage reduction. So taken away, like if you break down below the 10 armor threshold, then it's insane value. It's why teams like sometimes you used to see like Puppy Bite bucklers and like obviously Bassies are very strong, and like in the old days you had Aquilas and stuff. They're only playing to get across that 10 armor threshold.
Speaking of bucklers, Nico does have one for himself, and he has got the mech completed now.
Axe has gone 3.
Problem is, when do you get to use it? Like, does it feel that way when you get to use the Guardian Greaves to like clutch save someone in these team fights, right? Like, it's good for getting rid of the root on you, but it feels like his teammates get blown up way too fast right now.
It's more of it's an item that Mirana likes to buy, and I think you can never go wrong having the Greaves, just having that aura, the armor, and the hill. It just works. Especially also you got the Necro on your team, so
that's true. It definitely feels like the most solid build for possible. Oh no, they see everything. The Hawk never lies.
Oh, the great. Oh, okay.
Have a look.
What's happened?
It's gonna force him a bit. It's like you have to invest more, boys. They still get the kill though. Meanwhile, top.
He doesn't age already, KB. If they make any move here, they're gonna just get turned around and slain. I was thinking during that entire play, WINSTRIKE could have made a really smart play with the Tiny and Beastmaster. They could have just sent a Hawk. Actually, hold on, they're not dying. Nice. They send a Hawk to this area of the map at the start of laning phase, and then you just toss the target in.
Oh.
And then they can't get out, right?
Yeah.
But you don't obviously do it to the tree because you can just free path. If you toss like obviously the axe or the Mirana, obviously Mirana pre-level 2 and axe before he buys Quelling Blade, then you're good to go.
I like the way your mind thinks. Right now you're like, how can, like, it's an efficient play, but more importantly, you're ruining someone's game.
But it costs no resources because like the Beastmaster doesn't have to be there; it just sends the Hawk.
No, I get you. What I'm saying is like,
and he was mid anyway, so he was close to it. He was in flying range.
No, I get it. What I'm saying is like, it's an the play. Screw them, annoy them, and make you feel really good. Like hitting an arrow like that.
Yeah, like hitting an arrow. Nice.
Oh, it doesn't do anything, but you feel good about it. And then you feel really bad as you watch your tower die.
Yeah, Winter Rain are kind of in an awkward spot right now. mainly because like the whole lineup. Oh,
Oh, he BKB'd, and it says, okay, that's good enough. Let's leave.
that's fine.
That's a 10-second. This does mean they could potentially go high ground straight off this tower, though, because now you don't have that BKB. And instead, Astral forward. They see the Mirana, the hack. And he won't try. He doesn't want to chrono this again. Like
Yeah,
last
Wind and
time.
Rain do struggle to start team fights. The Axe isn't having a strong showing like he hasn't in previous games. And WINSTRIKE, their play is very easy, right? Oh,
They're gonna actually try for a kill now, though. Coolidge. Go to the side. Rainbow TP's
gem.
incoming.
Oh, and they got the
Oh
gem.
no, they need to get this right now. They're gonna move in. Spirit Vessel's gonna be on the boogie. Toss forward as well. Then keep vision. There's a sentry
a sentry.
here, but they don't have the range for Astral. Yes, he might get away with the gem. Yep. He makes it out. The hack. He couldn't get in quick enough.
Radiant
Because of course Beastmaster did TP first.
Radiant's bottom
Okay,
tower
that was
is
good.
under attack.
Like I was literally about to say, I was like, the only way Wind and Rain can start a fight is by the Axe getting the call. Other than that, they have no real initiate. Of course, they've got the tree giving out vision and maybe getting an overgrowth off, but it's kind of too late in the game where you've already got the Manta and the BKB anyway. So yeah, it's an awkward spot for Wind and Rain where they can only play off pickoffs now, and pure 5-on-5 team fight. I'm expecting WINSTRIKE to be able to take these.
Well, they're going to take a fight right now. Wind and Rain didn't want it. They were in the area, but now it's a mistake that they reveal that they're even here. Nikra will move up and away. Has one leap left. Aegis has been reclaimed, but Kuman doesn't give a damn. Needs to be careful. The Axe, the Overgrowth, is ready to go, but not going to be used. The hack moves in, the defuse on the boogie, forcing out the call. Buyback from the Broodmother on the side. Crystal Maiden goes down with the Overgrowth there. She's lasting quite a while. Will finally fall. Try to get the D1 on the way out. Now the Sands Eclipse drop down, but doesn't matter. Astral to try and save the Void. Will keep him alive for the moment. Then Kuman needs to back away. Has the BKB. Toss away. Oh, the save. Not good enough. Boogie. Pre-reads. Sees it coming. Shouts out loud. And does his team proud. Oh, this man, if there's one consistency throughout these qualifiers so far, it's that Boogie will always impress you with these calls.
There will be a point, yes.
A point. No,
I can't give it for the entire
not always,
game.
but like always, as in each game, there is at least one call where you're like, bravo, bravo. Tear in your eye.
Tips hat, yeah.
I was there.
But as much as this was, it looks good for Wind and Rain, they still have to use the Broodmother buyback for that, and it gives WINSTRIKE a very clear win condition now, which is just Chrono Brood
Radiant's middle tower is
has no
under attack.
buyback. We can take any objective we want on the map. So
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
True. The only thing that can stop WINSTRIKE now is maybe Lil's tosses. But so far, in the last several minutes, I haven't seen a single mistake from the man.
from Lil, no, not so much. He's well, he's not in laning phase where he wants to, you know, be so aggressive. His, like, the Tiny's game is very simple now. He just needs to, you know, maybe you wait for the CMO and do the reinitiate, either jump the axe so he can't get the reinitiation. Like, his game's very simple now in terms of what he has to do. Doesn't have to be too quirky.
I think I found a mistake, Robson. He's got 7 Spirit Vessel charges, so he's clearly not spamming them.
Oh no, yeah, that's mental.
Stop! Oh no! You mentioned how good a Chrono would be on the Broodmother, but so did they identify that, and they moved quickly to deal with it.
Yeah, the way that Wind and Rain are playing right now, it's like the only way that they can actually play this game is axe cool, get kill, reset, go. So as long as like this Broodmother can not get picked off, they have a good shot to maybe continue.
Overgrowth. Astral's going to stop the axe from joining in. BKB from Kuman. He's ready to fight. And oh my god, yo, 3 hits will do it. 4 hits indeed. Bramwell was thrown out though, because Boogie needs the BKB. They need to get out of here. Hannah is chasing through right now. As he said, does have the DED, holding on to the BKB. But he won't use it. However, Boogie, he could go right now. He just needs a bit of vision. They decide against it. All in all, not too bad. They get the pick off. They don't really get punished for it. It buys more time for the Void to get up. And this is important because this could be a very fast roast spawn time. Find out in 5 seconds.
5 whole seconds.
Too much. 20 seconds. Void will be up. And that DD has ran out now as well. So they have to be careful. Maybe back up a little bit. Respect that WINSTRIKE can jump you. As you said before, the Chrono could delete anyone. Lil.
There's another toss.
And Nefret closer to Kuman. The jump over the cool's going to be there. Now he's down to half HP. Nefret. He could turn around for the opportunity if he hadn't already used that sight. Void up in 5 seconds. Astral, Kuman protects himself. Eclipse.
Okay.
Zoning Eclipse. Zoning Eclipse.
Okay, there's going to be like a 2-minute, 10-second window in which Necro has ult, Wind and Rain are ranked as strong, and Odie does not have ult. If they can bait out the Chrono on a more, maybe like a hero that has potentially buyback, they can really make some moves on this map.
So basically, you want Boogie to die.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Probably Boogie.
Ideally not, because he's like the only guy that's doing work. I'd say maybe Mirana can die, or Tree can die.
But to get that Chrono out, you're going to need BP2, right? Like, they're not going to throw out a Chrono for a Mirana.
Oh, no, but my picture is like...
Oh, Boogie! He said he was big, he's proven it. The snipe comes out, Kuman's gone. Beastmaster still help. He does have the Primal Roar. Can throw it out whenever he chooses. On the Nefrit he goes, but now the Brute Spider's coming in. The Chrono's going to go down. So Brute can't do anything. Nefrit should die pretty quick. Nico moves in, snatches a kill in the CF. And Lil is being left behind. The call from Boogie off the mark as they do get away just in time. Akulich was able to blink out. Lil buying some time as he will finally go down. And Akulich, Akulich? I'm not sure what that was. He just stood still and watched them for a second and now died for it.
Nice. All right. Wind and Rain identifying their power spike. Let's go.
How are we looking on buybacks? There are a decent amount available for WINSTRIKE, but maybe the most important ones, well, definitely the most important ones. I was going to say Kuman, but also Kulich does not have buyback now. So this could be Roche if Wind and Rain identify this, especially with the Chrono being down.
Solar Crest as well. They could easily do this.
Yep, they're going now.
But again, as much as this looks like it's going well for Wind and Rain, when WINSTRIKE regroup and actually take a fight together properly, it will be scary. I think Wind and Rain were kind of blessed with the Odie wasting his ultimate in mid lane, so as much as this looks like it's going well, it's still a very scary game.
It all comes down to Boogie's initiations, as we saw there, right? Like, because another little small factor that maybe kind of slips by sometimes, especially at the start of the game, is those spiderlings. Because he did take that talent for the extra 30 damage. You saw how much damage it was doing to these heroes. It's actually just deleting their health bar. So maybe having Beastmaster there at the start with the axes and just deleting those spiders does negate a lot of potential damage from Wind and Rain at this stage.
And the Axe just completed his Aghanims as well, getting the damage reduction. If he gets it off when they like the Void doesn't have a Mantle or hasn't got a BKB up, he might mitigate quite a lot of damage from these Chronos.
They've gone deep. You don't expect it deep, but that's a big pick on the Nefrit. Now Overgrowth, Boogie moving in, gets the call on into the Kuman alone. But now the Battle Hunger coming out there. It's going to be Freezefield in the back line. Kuman needs to back away for his own BKB. Drops the Satis Clips, almost kills off two, but just short on the in. He didn't do the maths, and now he gets the deaths. No fear, he'll be left behind. As is your duty, Lil moves in with the Avalanche Toss, still can't kill anyone. They're feeding one by one now. Maybe it's a good move to begin with, but everything following up just seems to be greedy. Try and use, Trick refuses to die. Lil gets hit by the arrow and he'll join his teammates, his comrades in the ground.
It's the classic storyline of the games that we're casting. It's they go for this kill, but use so many resources to kill this one like kind of mid-game farmed core that then kind of the TPs come in and they get punished for it.
It's that short side feel, right? Like you can imagine the calls like, yeah, we have what it takes to kill the Necrophos or input of a hero here. And then it's like, oh guys, we just done that next to a shrine. And this is hero like a Treant that we couldn't see. Buy back out from Lil. And speaking of the Treant, the Hag might get a freebie here. Huh. Weird that he's down here.
All right.
I guess he wanted to stop the Void from coming back,
here's
right?
the gem, and that's why.
Yep.
Poor Tree was walking through the forest.
Yeah, was he there to like, do you think maybe just try and stop the Void from coming back?
Maybe
I imagine that's
trying to cancel a TP, didn't realize he had a gem. That's like the only logical reason. Or it's more like coincidence, like, oh, there's a tree here.
Oh, nice. Hex. Lil. He's tanky. Spides hurt a little bit. Avalanche will get rid of those spiders though. The BKB's been used by Hannah, and Lil is wasting so much time. The call comes down, the Primal Roar is there. Hannah can't do anything. Now the Chrono, beautifully done. They can switch targets inside. Boogie's the bigger deal right now, especially with that Battle Hunger being so pesky. The Astral will set up the second kill, and when Brute comes out, death is what awaits. Arrow through. We'll stun them up. We won't have enough Astral available, but they would have anyway. They need to just bash straight away, and they do. And Hannah, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You just get to die twice. 125 seconds dead, because remember, he hasn't died since that buyback. And even so, even still, it's coming off cooldown, but he doesn't have the gold.
This was extremely sloppy by Wind and Rain. They're just trying to go as a pick off as two. Like, you're jumping a Tiny anyway. Naturally has a lot of armor, obviously from his ultimate. Like, you're not going to be able to suddenly blow this guy up. You're close to a shrine, close to tier 2. They're going to easily be able to get low cooldown TPs on both of them. Like, why do we need to be in this position at this point? It's, yeah, it was a weird play.
And there's going to be a high price for this. You know, this type of lineup could take racks in this time.
Tower is under attack.
I'm moving in right now.
That's the situation
with
for both
catapults as well.
teams. If either team gets a pick off close to the other side of the base, enemy base, they can actually do some structural damage.
Jump in, dust out, and they found y'all. Well, the first hex we saw use this game was from Wind and Rain, but Kuman hammering down with the crucial ones here. And up to 36 in. With the Saints Eclipse available, you have to be careful with how you initiate. Boogie is respawning.
No Brood for 60, no Tree for 40. I don't see a way that they can properly defend this without a really good call from the Axe.
And WINSTRIKE don't really have a lineup that have to stack. You maybe get 2 heroes maximum. Oh, Boogie. Lil, he's been pressing W all game. This time he won't find anything with it. But now, because that blink was used defensively, they get this small window of opportunity to just club away at the tower without any threat to them. Battle hunger. Boogie feeling speedy. Anta. The hack says no. Maximize hitting buildings time. I'm not going to walk away from arrows for a second, and it's going to be a second lane. And you can't even catch them on the exit because you still don't have a Brood for 20 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they made this top play with one without a Brood buyback, thinking Aegis was able to protect them. When also the other thing was they were showing heroes in other lanes as well. It wasn't as if they were doing it like sneakily. They had Necro pushing out bot lane. This top play is actually. Whew, I still can't get over it. It's insane.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
It's the weird thing is like maybe part of his team thinks it's okay that they're doing what they're doing because they don't see that he doesn't have buyback. They just know it's coming off cooldown, right? Because some teams, you know, well, most teams nowadays track that, and it kind of maybe slips your mind. Especially maybe I don't know if Hannah's not calling that out. It's like, by the way, guys, I don't have buyback. And you know this can go wrong.
I don't even think that should be the play made, right? Like, even if he has buyback there, that play is it's just game losing, and it's whatever. So.
Yeah, I think it's like he's empowering himself too much with the Scythe, right? He's like, I can kill anything now, I'm a Brood. You do get that with some items, right? It's like that kind of power creep in your mind. It's like time and time again, Scythe is that type of item you're like, this will definitely get a kill with a reveal. But even then, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Making that play
I would
alone
agree.
is
on certain heroes for sure, but
not tiny. Definitely not tiny.
Not tiny. But no, it's made the game interesting to say the least.
Interesting is definitely one way of putting it. Wind and Rain, they'd have another word for it. Scary, very
Painful.
Scary,
really
concerning,
hard.
questionable, super scary. 2 words, but we'll allow it because it's very accurate. Oh, that's a good arrow. But the Glimmer Cape.
Oh, don't get baited by the arrow, guys.
The other thing is, like, you know, Dahak does have buyback, and you'll need enough of the shrines that he can just try and bait them like that. Wind and Rain, they're just kind of stuck waiting for something now. It feels like they're here. It's kind of like the Oliver Twist scene, right? Like, please, sir, give me some more. They're hoping WINSTRIKE just kind of do something silly, run at them separately.
Yeah, they need to take a fight outside the base, but it's kind of obvious now with top lane pushing in. It's one of those matters where they already knew that teamfight's really hard to take. They have to play off the Axe. The Void's really strong. So it's like now that they're 2 racks down, the whole style of play that they had to kind of keep themselves in this game, they can't play anymore. They don't have this easy wave push into pick off. It's now going to be, we're going to play in our base and hope that when they come high ground or take any high ground fight that we can maybe get an opportune jump.
Oh, we're in that area again, Robson. The kryptonite of all the teams on the Radiant side so far. Let's see if someone will be... Oh, Lil bait himself in, but it's a tiny again. Don't do this.
Also,
I beg
he has
of you.
1 vessel charge, so since the point where you said he's got 7, he has used 6. Or maybe more.
We just wouldn't know. Well, he definitely got 1 from those kills in the top. But before that, I think he, like, yeah, he just burnt them. I think Lil kept going down maybe a little bit too early, which is surprising for a 3k HP hero with 34 armor.
He is one tanky man.
Very, very bulk. But they're doing it again. They're like just dangled a hack. Like, there's no very easy way for them to kill because, and we mentioned in the draft, this astral save is always there. To be honest,
what's the old buyback situation? Okay, Necro doesn't have buyback, so this smoke is very risky.
Beastmaster isn't here though, and they should have seen that. because they had a ward in the mid lane.
Trying to do the big
Wrap
rat
around.
hole. Beastmaster might
Beast is coming in.
first.
Yeah, he's going to reveal it. They try and jump in. The call misses the mark, though. Kuman, he had the information. BKB, side fuse, but not for anything. And the Crone on the side. Sans clips down. Boogie, he knows it's all over him, but it's over the rest. Nefret trying to move away quick enough. Freezingfield's going to be there. Yolu trying to get away quick enough to be able to do so. Nefret, BKB's going to run out soon. Call comes out. Want to face the boy, but the bashes are hurting. And Lil doing his work with the axe, scaring them all off. Nefret gets split from his team. No side to protect you or make fearful to the enemy team as they obliterate him. No fear. They're getting greedy. It's a CM. It's not worth it because what are you going to lose in return? Axe goes down. Buyback comes out from the CM. Looking to get involved. Hannah is able to run for the high hills. Does anyone else get left behind? Yo will blink away to safety. It looks like everyone else is out.
They have creeps as well. Take this tier 2. Yeah, Wind and Rain did pretty well at like just kind of sustaining and kind of taking that fight, I guess, over a long period of time. The only issue was, I think, was mainly WINSTRIKE, was they used the OD and didn't really kind of blow up the axe. It was more of a... Their spells were a little bit lackluster, but again, it didn't really matter. They got the Necro kill. It was the only kill they needed to potentially close out this game.
They'll move in. They'll realize quite quickly Necro doesn't have that buyback. It's only a 40-second window, but this stage in the game, that can be a lane. Living armor and the glyph. Forces them back. Hex went down to the CM. He did buy back, but Hannah can't reach. Arrow. They're just buying time now, and it looks like they've done enough. As you will see WINSTRIKE back away. They need to claim this shrine and then head straight for the pit.
Yes, this is the very smart play. Get the shrine, go Roshan. There's a DD outside of Roshan as well. The game wants WINSTRIKE to win right now.
Oh, the spider! Little Timmy the spider, right? MVP of the game. May just keep winning and rain in this.
I don't think it, in the grand scheme of it, it does not matter. They're still going to take this Roshan in like 2 seconds. But it could have been taken 1 second.
Timmy the spider, right? MVP of the game.
Oh, I see.
Let's see if it actually... Let's do the important thing. Let's check any items that are about to be bought because of that extra 20 seconds you bought. Oh, they could get a Dagon 5. There you go. That'll
delightful.
That'll do a thing.
The Brood has buyback, but no AC.
There it is. Aegis, cheese, and refresher shard. And now we're in this situation where Kuman doesn't have to care what you say about his science eclipses because he can press R twice.
He can. That's very true. You make a good point.
Now there's no rush either. They can say, okay, just back off. Wind and Rain, if they stay in the base, there's no way they get enough gold to get another big item in the next 2-3 minutes. They come out, they lose the game.
Yeah, unfortunately they made this game very hard on themselves. They already had to struggle where their early to mid game was a strong period of time. If it got into late game, they let the team fight to really just take a clean fight. And when you make one misplay and lose 2 racks, you're now going to be stuck within your base.
There's already a smoke. WINSTRIKE. They want to lull their opponents in this false sense of security, but they already know this play. The hack has been dangling all game long. Continues to do so. He almost has level 25 as well, but they will not wait. They realize how strong they are right now, and they want in on that base. Play here. You know, Hannah said, got enough for the AC.
Utilising the Hawk, getting the smoke around.
This is wide.
Pick off whoever they see.
Hex, and they see the big one, Nefret. They needed him to open up for them. No, well, Boogie, he can't even get the call off. They're looking for a kill on a void. Getting him pretty low, but he has the satanic. He needs to hit someone quickly. Chrono's going to come out, stops the CM, but the BKB is active on the hand, so they don't care. And there's the refresher. Throwing out on the primal rules. Trying to do enough here with the overgrowth. There's the Sandscripts goes down. Finds one. The buybacks are coming out. Boogie trying to do enough work with the call. Will get the kill on the CM, but won't find more. They need to back away. The problem is Kuman is out of control. And he's got the refresher shard. He's ready to go again. He has the BKB available in 5 seconds, and they'll chase some more. Axe, you're not meant to be outside your base right now. The GG comes out. They know it's over. WINSTRIKE take game 1. And I mean, Wind and Rain early, they were looking pretty spicy, but ever since about, I'd say, WINSTRIKE non-stop in control.
I just think it shows the difference in this team and like the discipline, the disparity that
Hindi ka pa nakapa... Teka, tingnan natin Last chance kay Doraemon. Ay, ito na! Doraemon Epic 4. Ito na pala. And then, make sure na naka-login na kayo sa ML account. Epic 4. Batula.
To my beliefs. I have foreseen your fate.
So, hashtag nyo na guys kung sino ang tingin nyong mananalo dito ngayon. Hashtag Esmeralda or hashtag Gushon. Hello, Tangseng Lee! And Mark Leo Bahinting. Uy.
Mid, that's going to be like...
Grabe. Hashtag Esmeralda for the win! Oh, binabola mo ako, Simon.
The setup initiate from the Tiny. It could be good, yeah.
They'll likely pick it next as well because they don't have final pick either.
Exactly. Depending on this pick right now will dictate if the Lash is picked. Also, WINSTRIKE might just snap pick it because they could easily run it carry or mid, and then they don't really care like what they do with it. Because CIS Leshrac carry is something to be known.
No, I've seen plenty of it. It's actually pretty formidable. It's similar to the mid roll. Like, you know what you're going to do. You just want to get a lot of mana and tank up. Naturally, that hero scales quite well. It gives you a slightly earlier timing to finish, but Leshrac is the type of hero that it's very rare you don't actually hit those timings. Like, you have to completely screw your lane up. Kind of why it gets banned so much at the moment. See.
Just provides a lot to a draft and also the game.
It feels like Wind and Rain right now are going, okay, we could make this Ember a carry. We're probably going to reveal yes or no, but it's like, you have this Ogre Magi. You're right now thinking, how do we utilize the Bloodlust very effectively, right?
The fear right now is simply like Wind and Rain, they potentially are flexing their Ogre and Ember. So Ember to carry mid, Ogre to 3 and 5. And it's like right now they're deciding, all right, is our Ogre a 5 or a 3? Is it Ember this and that? Like they're currently running all the things. So this is, again, Wind and Rain
give it away,
are
right?
flexing their way to the last pick of their draft.
Yep.
Which I honestly think is a very detrimental thing a team can do, simply because it means that you're left with a lot of holes in the playstyle.
Yeah, you're trying to jack of all trades your draft, and stuff like this happens.
So yeah, so you can see WINSTRIKE's draft. They've got themselves Chen Omni. They got a casual Meepo. They got their draft's just simple. But Wind and Rain, they've gone for the cute element. It's like you don't know where anyone's going. But all the flex heroes are all like the same type of hero in terms of like they're not
10 seconds remaining.
They're not like the most robust into like sense. Like you don't really like sure you could, let's say, play Mars on multiple lanes, but you don't flex him, right? It's a Mars. But like if you think of most of the flex heroes, they're all the same squishy-esque type of hero. Maybe like one or two of the caveats to that. But yeah, I am worried right now that Wind and Rain have potentially drafted themselves into a corner.
Yeah, it's like when you think, for example, their frontline element, what is it? Enchantress, I mean, you can counter with the magical damage elements. Ember Spirit, he's kind of this weird pseudo frontliner. When you're pressing hard, it's great, but the moment your opponents can turn around on you, you just evaporate. So who's left? Mirana, she doesn't want to be in the front line. Ogre, sure, he's tanky, but not really known for lasting long. Like, his tankiness is more focused around the early game.
Banned out the Storm, so this potentially is an indicator. Like I
don't think this is an Ember mid.
No. The Ember most likely would be, I assume, carry. But
yeah,
they're in such a corner right now where like they could go for like some really meme value like Tinker game where they just try and prolong the game long enough that they eventually win because they're gonna get snowballed.
5 seconds remaining.
Because that's the only reason I see the Storm ban. Because Ember naturally pairs up well against the Storm in terms of the game. But with the momentum that WINSTRIKE might bring to the game, it won't be that good. So I'm just skeptical right now of like, what's the best solution like that Wind and Rain can provide. I feel that they need to pick a mid laner that can just crush his lane and maybe have like really good tempo. Then just hope that they can do it. But then they don't have tower damage, so they can't, even if they do win a fight, they still can't even just siege the high ground.
And then like WINSTRIKE, it feels like to an extent they've naturally given themselves this flexibility. Like Meepo could be mid, he could be in the outer lane, Tiny could potentially be mid. It's not forced.
They technically yes, they've got the Tiny could be mid, but it will just be the 4.
Yeah,
I think right now the key thing is Meepo can be mid and or safe lane. So not mid or safe lane, not both. Well, technically can.
Well, yeah, there's enough of them.
So,
But then
alright.
also, like, if they
I'm
pick the
big brain
Leshrac
this.
here, right? Like, they have the flexibility still, whereas
Yeah,
Wind
I
and
think
Rain...
Leshrac could be really strong here. I think Leshrac's really good.
I like it because, like, the thing about Wind and Rain is we talk about this flexibility. It's like, you shouldn't focus on it too much. Now we're saying, oh, WINSTRIKE has that too. But the difference is that WINSTRIKE haven't pushed themselves into that corner, right? It's like, if they have to switch it up, they have the variability. Whereas Wind and Rain, every, like, pick is like, ha, 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 you still don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. But again, when you say flexibility, WINSTRIKE's flexibility isn't like drafting flexibility. It's laning flexibility, which is somewhat different.
True. I think it's like there is this kind of common factor, especially I think in like the tier 2 scene, where it's like teams tend to think about how they can get one up on their opponent instead of how their own lineup comes together, right?
Exactly. And you can see from the start of this tournament, Wind and Rain's drafting was very like, we want team fight, we want mid game, we want late game, we're going to go. We don't care. They pick it. They struggled a little bit, but they came out with some decent team fights like their draft would, and they did win some games. Then they went for this game, they went for a very like early to mid game draft and just got punished for it. So yeah, it's Wind and Rain. I feel they're trying up multiple styles. It's it should be done at some point. Should it be done at this like right now? I don't know.
Game from being out, maybe not. So this is gonna what's it going for? Necrophos.
Now select your heroes.
I mean, it's a decent amount of sustain, but is it me or does WINSTRIKE have a lot of nuke? The Quap or the Meepo buffs.
I'm worried that this, like, sure, Ember can dodge the dagger from Quap. He can technically lane okay. The Necro will have an okay time top, but you know he'll just free farm top. He's not really gonna get punished too much, but I am just worried that there'll be this core 4 of Tiny, Chen, Omni, and Quap will play together at some point. They will force an objective, and at that very point, they're just gonna like roll over them. Additionally, the Meepo can always have one clone with the Chen. The Chen can just recall in the Quap, and then you'll be able to burst down any single person. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Wind and Rain can kind of combat this aggression from WINSTRIKE.
It's kind of weird when you have these type of drafts like Ember. Usually, the kind of thing you can do about the team that has the Embers, they have this kind of flexibility around the map. The movements around are pretty smooth, pretty rapid. But then WINSTRIKE, the Chen, is just the reflective experience, right? You've got the Queen of Pain who's naturally going to be mobile, but now Chen can bring anyone to the party.
Yeah, and also when you put your engine off lane, it's like they could just put the Chen in the opposite lane, right? So in terms of laning phase, the whole classic battle of Chen and Ench, it's like Chen doesn't even care where the Ench is in the game. In terms of what pressure he provides, he's going to be pressuring for the first 5-6 minutes in the opposite lane of the Ench. So by the time that the Ench actually wants to play Dota against the Chen's already got 3-4 creeps and doesn't care too much.
Do you think that WINSTRIKE's going to try and get the Omni matched up against the Enchantress in this game? Because that seems like the most optimal lane for them, right? Because even when you get to 6, it's like, out of the heroes that can stay on top of you all the time, Omni Knight has enough sustain, no doubt. Or do you feel like you're just confident whether it's the Meepo or your Knight in that lane?
I think the Ench lane can be scary no matter who goes there, simply because like it is an Ench, and
for battle.
You don't have like the biggest like burst damage. You've got a Chen, which maybe if you have the right creeps you can, but the heal, he should be unkillable. It's more just like who can they put in the lane once the Ench hits 6. Like the Omni doesn't really want to be there, he'll be zoned out. Like they don't really have a hero who can sit there. So what they need to do is like take the tower early so the Ench feels like she's out of position, and then maybe they can then play from there.
Then treat it kind of like one of these, okay, we just maybe we have to ignore the lane, maybe make things happen elsewhere.
Yeah,
because Enchantress is known as that type of hero, right? Like she tends to get her own way.
Yeah, it'd be like a passive trade of farm, and then as soon as she hits like pre-6, I assume at like 5 minutes, the Chen should pressure the Ench lane and take her tower. And then it kind of negates her ability to be so kind of in your face.
30 seconds to battle.
But yeah, this game is just completely about WINSTRIKE just playing together, playing aggressive, Meepo just farming, like Viking did in the previous game, and yeah.
Just entertained by the double Bassi lane that's going to happen up here. I mean, it makes sense. It's good on both the heroes, but I don't know. I kind of get the feeling Bassi's getting nerfed very soon.
Quill is coming back. 2019.
Oh boy.
mid-December, calling it now.
Nah, you have to call it something different, like Uquilla, right?
Oh, I
so it's
see.
like, it's not the same
No,
item.
it's B-Quilla, come on.
And it'll be made with a bracer. There you go. Yeah, B-Quilla, it fits. B for bracer. We got it.
Okay, cool, nice. It took you a bit. I was worried.
And then afterwards we get to Naquilla. Naquilla is 4 years off, though. We don't want to predict too far in the future.
We're not that ability of Oracle yet.
Soon, my child. Creeps under South Kuman, but you'll be able to get these pretty easily. Bot lane looking right now. Ogre can do decent harass, but this is an awkward lane, right? Like, Tiny has a lot of HP to exchange, and the other hero is an Omni Knight. So good luck with that. Oh, that's not a good start, Kulich.
It's just a bad of HP region in the bot lane.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see as many cute plays for Lil, especially seeing as, you know, when you're in this safe lane, it feels easier to get those tosses under tower compared to being
Oh
in
yeah,
lane.
when you're in a tri lane, it's like, woo-wee. Life's
Do
good.
what I want. While top, no fear, did start the headdress, understandably, with that divine favor as well. Oh, uh-oh. Going on, Ogre. Ember lag. Okay.
Did you type that?
Ogre did. I know.
I have everyone muted.
So in fairness, yeah, I wonder why.
No, like mute chat from enemies, you know.
Oh yeah. So you can see what happened on the lag element in the mid lane, by the way. It looks like Ember accidentally placed a second tree.
Oh.
Whoops. Luckily, Queen of Pain doesn't have a tango at the ready, so you can just cut it down.
No, but he has to call his own tree because he could tap in the tango.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of that awkward moment.
Can we do a remake for the Ember thing? Get a new yeah,
that's a waste. That's a wasted branch right there. That's unacceptable. 50 gold down the drain. God damn it.
I'm sure, by the way, mid should be by Courier or carry should be by Courier. Just saying, calling it now. If Courier, the same price going into next patch, your core should buy Courier and like maybe one consumable, because the value of your support being able to stay in lane for an extra 1 or 2 minutes based on regen compared to my carry having 1 extra stat is, whew. I'm just putting it out there. There's the.
I mean, it is a fair point. Like, it's kind of that. It's a weird element, right? Because that change was pretty powerful to the cost of Courier. But it's like something that most of us like, great, we've got more gold to work with. But you didn't think about like the idea of shifting who's
like, you understand how sad it is to be like, look right now at this Chen, right? He's got a headdress. Cool, whatever, he's a Chen. But this Marana, he's got Aquila, he's got Bass.
New Aquila.
He's got Bassi, and he's got 5 tangos, right? He hits for like 53 damage. He's got 3 armor. He's got an insane attack, base attack time. Compared to Chen, he's like 1 armor, 50 damage. Like, how does 2 position 5s play Dota against this hero?
I mean, you
Marana
played
is
position 5. Explain it to me. There's got to be a way.
I don't know. It's impossible. No, I tell you, like,
tears in your eyes. It's done.
No, I just buy Bassi. That's all I do. I
knew it.
I tell my character to buy Courier. I don't buy 2 wards. I buy wards at like 2 minutes. I buy Bassi, Tangos, and a Mango. And then I just go to lane. I'm like, haha, Marana, I'm now your equal. That's how you play the lane now.
I mean, it's like, I can see these arguments for it as well. It's like the whole ward scenario as well. Like, wards early on are nice, but except for certain scenarios, mainly you're only concerned with the ward mid, right, for room control.
To some degree, it's like the only care you have about vision is, do they have a person that can rotate? Yes, no. Where are they going to come rotate from, top or bottom? Maybe we should place a ward there. Then it's the whole question of, we need vision at nighttime, so you should ward pre-night. So you have like, pretty much, you need 1 ward for the rotation, and then you have a 4-minute window where you need to then get another ward out.
Okay, Hannah? Speaking of wards, he had vision of this. Like, he saw this coming. He ignored it completely.
Yeah. Unfortunate. He could have potentially run up.
Like, actually, I think he got vision here. He actually got vision over here, so he had a long time. See that one come? Oh, no. If this happens, his lane is over. There it is. Toss under tower. Hannah can't afford to die here. Flame guard up. Avalanche is out, though, as Lil did get level 2 off that kill. It's going to be close. Maybe the best you can do is deny. You won't even get that. And Hannah's lane is over.
Hannah has had a rough day today. I will say that.
It gets rougher and tougher from here on out because now he has a long-ass walk of shame with only 309 movement speed. And this is a quad play. This is one of those type of heroes you can't afford to be behind in terms of levels.
But it's all about, you know, he's been knocked down. He needs to get back up again. He needs to show that he's able to win this game.
What if he's just listening to some like depressing music instead?
Maybe.
Maybe he's just done. He's listening to too much Evanescence. Yeah, he's like, I'm jungle now. Hannah has turned into your typical pub midder. Mirana, you are now the core.
No, this is not what you want to see.
I mean, she has a Bassi. She's ready to fight up against Queen of Pain of all heroes. It won't hurt. It's not already hurting, I swear. But that also means that your Enchantress...
Oh, yes, Lil. Go. Oh, okay.
Be left alone.
This is not biased, by the way. I'm just like, I'm seeing Hannah farming jungle, and I see Lil just instantly smoke up, and he's like, maybe this M's in the jungle. Maybe I need to go... Oh, no, Lil. Oh.
Oh. Nah, he's like, there's no way. He's the South. We're not going to do this.
Part of me was like,
2.
I really wanted to see Lil just go in there, know him a little bit.
Hold up. The hack is like... He's bringing kills to Kuman. Look at this. Yo was like, wait, have I just been caroused? Am I the sheep to Dahak's sheepdog? You may be. He should have enough regen to just about live, though. It'll hurt, but he lives. Is it me, or is Wind and Rain supporters being forced to do everything they don't want to do in this game right now?
Yeah, pretty much. They're just kind of just existing, and that's not what you want to see on your spots. But it's the difference as well. Like when we speak about Wind and Rain's draft, like they always seem to have these supports that can't do too much in terms of just rotation. Sure, you've got the Mirana that can come mid, but your Ember's not really having a game, so she can't go there.
You need a midder to go mid right now. It's not happening. Kuma's even blocking him from stacking here. Oh no.
This is worrying.
This is when you got your foot on the boot of the beast, but you won't let go. Meepo gets hit by an arrow, and the stun follow-up will be enough to kill him off. They finally are able to get someone on the board. Big kill as well.
Yeah, when there's support, when you just try lane, you will eventually get a kill. It's nice.
Illusion.
Oh no fear, only level 2. He's like, I tried. Not enough regen, guys. Meanwhile, bot lane, how are we looking? Necro is a certain dominance here. Level 6 to level 4 Nikulich.
All ones will break.
Yeah, you can already see he's like, okay guys, I can't afford to get any low on HP because if I get hit by one death pulse, I'm probably dead.
Yeah, this is what happens when like Necro against these melee heroes. He will just have a free lane. Same like with the Void in the last game. The Necro is free farmed.
Now they're moving in. They want to punish the Necro.
He should watch out. The Necro does have ult.
Yeah, well, Lil, he hasn't got the toss anymore. He can toss back in a moment, but Kulich has got level 3 purification. They could make this play. Lil can't get close enough. We'll let him live. Lil walked away. You won't be tossed this day, but soon. Soon.
Oh no, this stout quelling blade, regeneration root ember. Poor soul.
I mean, he's got the perfect room for what he's doing right now. There's at least that. Lil's back again. This is no flame guard this time. They have got level 7 on Kuman, so he could make a sonic wave rotation.
Radiant's middle
I think they're looking. They had the vision. They saw him walk up there.
He's actually pretty low right now.
He should be perfectly fine.
I've got the vision.
Unless Kuman does some wild blink. Oh.
They could have maybe just about got like a toss across with the quad, but you don't usually think to do that first, right? Like the Queen of Pain, like, nah, just a blink. She can get in if she wants to.
Yeah, there could have been like a blink to tiny toss combo potentially, yeah.
Arrow won't connect. The stun is too late. Chen walking away. Queen of Pain on the way up. The roots are there. Onto Yol. And Kuman says, for my rotation, I will take this kill. They will find maybe a creep, but they won't find Nikwa. He's out. Now Tiny is the midder. Wow, everyone's having a go at the mid lane. It's like new trials for the team.
Yeah, like they're actually doing the test, which is like, all right, guys, whoever dies the most gets kicked, and is replacing Hannah in mid lane for Wind and Rain. So you're gonna have a little bit mid, just to give it a go and find out if you're good enough.
Oh, it's like the elevator pitch for team roles. You got 2 minutes to impress me and show me why you should be the mid. What? I can't. Hannah's already died. They're 2 levels ahead. Nope. 2 minutes I'll
Go.
give you to prove you can be the mid. Go, y'all.
As much as you joke, it's actually insanely hard to play Ember into Tiny Quap, by the way. It's like the fact that the Tiny
definitely.
comes and kills him twice, like
But let's
any player in
fair
this
here,
position
though.
would have died here. Any skilled player, even TI player would have most likely died. Maybe not the first death because of
Yeah, the first death was the awkward one.
But the whole concept of the Quap and the Tiny dual laning mid with no rotation available from Wind and Rain, it's like I think his performance is based on his comeback now rather than like how he plays the lane and what he done before.
I think my point would be like I think it's fair to say is you know, that kill on him should have happened maybe a minute or two later, in which case you've got extra levels and going to the jungle doesn't feel as crippling as it did when he had to.
That's true.
Edge. Counterus in a lot of trouble. Sonic Wave through to blow her up, and Nikwa will be able to TP out. Does that hurt a little bit? I'm not hanging around here anymore. And now they should be doing what you were talking about. Get to that stage where you can push in and pressure the tower with the Chen.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah,
I've got the creeps hitting onto it now.
It's just the good ability of good old Chen, bringing many creeps to tower. Very nice.
We've still got the baby Hellbear now. He needs to find daddy. Problem is Meepo keeps farming too much. Which is good and bad, you know, it helps you find the right creeps, but
he can't take it anyway because he can only enchant level 4 creeps.
Oh, that's true. He needs level
He can
3.
take 2 of the golems and make a golem play.
Probably his best
Because the
move.
Hellbear's level 5, so he'll need to be level 5 on Chen to be able to enchant him.
No, he's actually going to get the Hellbear a brother, and then they're going to kill their father. This is turning into some weird game prone stuff. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Effort will be jumped on and killed.
Yeah, the good thing with the Chen and what he's doing right now is he's making sure he's picking up all the aura creeps, the magic resist creeps, which means that the early damage coming out from Wind and Rain is primarily magic. So when they do this early group up, he's going to have the aura on top of the Omni with a farm Meepo. They're going to be really hard to kill.
Radiant's middle tower
That's fair as well, because you know those do stack, right? You get both of them.
Yep.
You can already see it on the Chen.
Yep, you do. Chen's
And
current...
when-
Oh, no, he just killed one.
Well, we were trying to say how great this idea was, and it would have been great, but no feels like, nah, dude. We need different auras. We need some crits.
Damage. That's basically what we just said.
If you hit everything hard enough, it can't hurt you in return.
Exactly.
Now we're looking in the top. How is it going for Queen of Pain now? Kuman almost up to level 10. It's a decent spike either way. Like, you can tank up, or 25 damage, not too bad, but he does go for the strength. Doesn't want to die anytime soon. Especially with this necro risk always there. Boogie in the mid lane. Avalanche coming out from low. Akulich just waving at them. Boogie realizing actually pure damage hurts. Arrow through. Oh, they catch him. But look at this. Akulich's like, I dare you. I've got Heavenly Grace.
He's going to get tossed.
Toss away. The Omni enables so much here. They can play as kind of cockily as they want. The snipe's going to come out. And they got though. Damage isn't there. Nefrit is overcommitted. He was relying on that region to get him out alive. Luckily, his teammates are around. Toss across. They say, no, Nefrit, you don't get to leave. And Nefrit's actually happy that Sonic Wave through. Won't be any more. And now Akulich. Not taking enough damage. Boogie realizes the mistake he's made. He doesn't have the distance to get the kill. And instead, it is hammer time. But he can't do it quick enough. Instead, Boogie should still go down. But there's the healing sprites. Human does have blink in 4 seconds. The arrow, though, sidestep. And here it comes. Nope. Yo, saves the day. Scream not on the mark. Boogie will turn around and poke and prod because, you know, Enchantresses, they don't like ever truly leaving.
But it's the same style of game that Viking pulled out earlier. You know, you got this like, sure it was Wind and Rain making the move mid and it was their aggression, but you have these heroes that take so long to kill that this like Meepo or this other core can farm up so quickly.
Oh, speaking of Meepo.
Dies out.
Was that a hero or a creep?
It was mixed.
It didn't die quick, but it didn't really do anything either. Like, Hannah...
it's just, it's literally...
It's so hard.
Ember v Meepo is insanely hard to play, unless, like, as soon as you see the Meepo, you need to, like, slide into instant Remnant, and if you don't have the Remnant out, you most likely will be punished.
Yeah, I should clarify, like, this is not me having to go Ember. It's just the sad reality of this game. Like, what do? You know, Queen of Pain fares pretty well against you, and we saw how easy it was with the Tiny, as you mentioned earlier, and the Meepo is just naturally going to eat you up unless you've got people bodyguarding you at all times.
Yeah, you can still look at his quick buy. He's currently trying to get another Wraith Ban, a Yasha into Battle Fury. He's just trying to, like, get through this game to get long enough to then eventually just like one hit the Meepo. So if they can farm, then they do technically have a counter to this Meepo. But right now, with how the Ember's playing, like how not the Ember's playing, but how the Ember's farming, I fear that WINSTRIKE might be able to just be too aggressive for them.
Yeah, right now he's Neo in Matrix 1. He's trying to be Neo in Matrix 3, where he takes on all the Agent Smiths that the hack has. That's a long way off. Movie references. We're going.
I won't admit, but I have no idea what you just said.
Oh no, movie culture. T.
Thing is though, like I watch a TV show or a movie, and like sure I watch it, but then I just forget all the references and stuff, and I never watch it again. It's kind of like I live in the moment for it.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, it's just like there's some that are so known they kind of like hold on. Like you can tell a Dota player who's played for many years. You can say Troll Warlord and Sniper, and straight away, like, yep, I remember that.
Yeah, but that's
that was
different because like Dota's been like 95% of my life for the last like 6 years.
This is true. This is true. But it's like someone said Pac-Man,
I haven't lived
you know?
in Matrix, have I?
Maybe you just don't know.
Oh no!
Hannah? Yeah, now you've got some questions in your mind.
Alright, that's true. Top lane.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, Boogie, trying to leave. They guess wrong. He
They
tricked
just
them.
don't have detection, so that's very unfortunate. Action happening all across the map.
Okay. It's not too bad if your creeps don't die, but they might. McCuman is here. That's how the Sonic Waves.
Look how tanky he is because of the magic resist.
He's trying to dodge out. He may be in trouble. The Flame Guard will keep him up for the moment. In the meantime, the hack cleans up. They don't get the kill and do achievable things. Finally, this Scythe has to be committed. He doesn't even die in time to get the extra respawn. In the meantime, they'll turn around. You've got the rear end for the moment there for it, but it won't keep you up and alive. And on the high ground, Boogie, you know, poke and prod all you want, but you're not the I'm dominating the game Enchantress. You're the I'm being dominated Enchantress. As they move in, toss her up, bring her down. We're having venison tonight, boys. Oi, oi, oi. Now, there is a point at which you have to sit back, reflect, and ask the really crucial question, Robson. Is there really anything that Wind and Rain can do to WINSTRIKE's lineup right now? Oh, he left the call. Okay, I think that is a no. That may be a no. Discord is dead. Oh no. What's that, guys? Oh, Discord is fully dead. Oh, these teams are using Discord as well. Oh dear. Okay. I think we are back, maybe? Let's have a look. Hello? P? Nope, that hasn't worked either. Nice. Technical issues, guys. Going well. Sorry about this, folks. This is the reason they're paused. Yeah. Oh, I don't have to use it up. All right, are we Skyping? We might be Skyping. Why are we Skyping? Of all things. God, I don't remember the last time I even get that working there. Let's see if this is the problem. They're not saying, but I'm pretty sure this is the problem. Apparently his is back. Let me try force closing Discord. Ain't no way we're going to Skype. Oh boy. Really a bad sign when Discord doesn't even appear in your apps. Apologies for this, folks. Sometimes these things are a little bit out of our control. Or a biggity bit, as I... So my Discord won't even open now. I must have said something to upset it. Oh, guys, you know what we could do? We could use Steam VoIP. Hello?
Hello?
I found a different solution.
Does this...
A Valve solution.
Does this sound any... I'm sure this sounds really weird, right?
No, it sounds fine because they overhauled the whole VoIP system.
Okay, that's fine.
And it used to be that's how everyone in Dota.
Yeah, that's like the back in the day thing. You know, like when you play your Minecraft or your, I don't know, whatever games people play back in the day, but...
Oh no, that's still how some people were communicating. Like when I first started casting, that's how I was like getting communicated with by TOs. Weirdly enough, not email, not Discord. They didn't trust them yet.
Yeah,
like full caps on. Oh yes. Or WhatsApp. WhatsApp is the other one. A lot more people are doing now.
You know when.
Sorry, I haven't been to the country that needs that yet. Pepe hands. Thanks though.
God, that was a joke because I don't have a job. Right. So what happened during this pause? Luckily, their problems also arose during our problems. So I think maybe
their
they
problem
used Discord.
might have been ours. Yeah.
And again, I have them muted, so I don't know. But
they haven't said whether it was Discord or not. They usually wouldn't, but. What's the weirdest ones I've had? There's been one where it's like banana. Someone's literally typed as a reason banana peel, and they haven't elaborated or anything, but the admin had to accept it because you get your default time.
Yeah, like some. Yeah, well, I'm sure. Like, I'm gonna draw it on the mini map, right? This is their computer. They got a circular monitor, right? There's like their drinks, and then they got like banana.
Giant banana, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like if the peel just falls off,
ends up on the screen.
Yeah.
And then you can't see anything, and it's very hard to get the banana off the screen.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes you have to get like a technician to come out to help you remove the banana.
Yeah, that's why admins have their place.
Banana powers?
Yeah. Aside from actually running the entire thing and making sure everyone's good, they're also the banana peel removers. It's a very small part of the job.
There's a better way of saying it than they're very experienced with bananas. That's how I would have went, but... Oh, there we go! We predicted the future. We're both that good.
Did it say Discord? All right, I'm gonna have to untick this box.
He said Discord problems. Use TeamSpeak as well. Like that straight away. The hacks just like tell the other team, just use TeamSpeak, guys.
It's not that easy.
I knew one of these teams was fancy like that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I knew one of these teams would be really kind of like fancy. Like, yeah, we use Discord. We don't use Discord.
We just use Steam. Let's go. Woo. Who'd have thought? You'd have thought this would be so helpful.
It was just to tell them, hey, you guys could always use Steam chat.
I feel like every time you pause, like the whole screen should go be grayed out. That'd be a good play.
See, like I want to recommend Steam chat to them, but the problem is like usually you're not really meant to talk as casters.
Also, I don't know the delay on Steam chat, so I would not suggest it because like.
We are meant to be recommending Valve products here.
Discord's alright. TeamSpeak's like pretty much near on like perfect for depending on how you have it hosted. So
I don't know, that's the homework for Twitch chat. They can go figure out whether Steam VoIP is now the bee's knees. That's what I get paid to do. I get paid to shout loudly into a microphone. Luckily, thanks to Steam chat, we are able to do that again.
I feel like you should stop promoting this chat so much. What has it done for you? Actually, no, it's technically working right now.
Yeah, it's allowed me to call you right now.
All right. This one moment.
I'm not a Discord partner, so I'm allowed to flame them for their product breaking all of a sudden. If I was a Discord partner, then I'd be forced to chill. Like I'm chilling all this game fuel right now. Delicious. Yes. Did you never like get curious and pick it up like, oh, what all this is? So yeah, I sometimes ruin the perfect placement. When I was at Epicenter, I kept making monster pyramids out of cans. Or it makes it look more powerful. You make a tower, or you make a bigger pyramid. You make okay.
Simple.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You clearly don't. You don't want to imagine the power of a bigger pyramid like the Egyptians. You make a bigger pyramid.
I didn't have the ability to whip out more drinks to build a bigger tower.
Oh, that's what we call the cheap filler, right? Like, you know, like if someone in Minecraft wants to make a structure look nice, but they fill the interior with crap and they make all the pretty blocks on the outside. Smart.
That's true. I never really thought of that back in the days of Minecraft. I just hard graft to get my wood.
I just left them. I just left it empty, to be honest. Big structural integrity issues, but it's not like there's physics or anything, so we're good.
No. That's true. Good point.
Yeah, so I used to make these like pyramids, and then I'd finish my casting shift, and then the production lady would come in and yell at someone else about why it was there. It's very good.
Yeah, it's a big play.
Apologies to Breaky and Grant. They usually got the worst of it.
Downloading TeamSpeak.
Oh my god, they're actually doing it. You know, there's a Steam chat here all along.
No, so that's what we did when we were in China for our boot camp. We didn't actually have a TeamSpeak server because the local one wouldn't work for some reason, and it was like, all right, cool, whatever, life's rough. So then, you know, Tai Lu, the Chinese CS:GO team or organization.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
I randomly was browsing open TeamSpeak servers and I found Tai Lu's public one. I was like, all right, we're gonna use this one, lads, because it was locally hosted in China, which for TeamSpeak, all the servers were like Singapore or whatever. So we had like perfect LAN quality like TeamSpeak, but it was Tai Lu's, and like, I don't know, we just every day we just rock up into Tai Lu's TeamSpeak, like, hi guys, how you doing? We're gonna go to the bottom right now and just don't mind us, we're just scrimming. Great fun.
Who are those guys?
Yeah, luckily no one ever questioned us. It was great. I did try and contact them and then ask them if I could use it, but they never got back to me. So
that's public.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't get, it's easier to ask for what's the phrase? Hold on.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness.
Ask for forgiveness. Yeah, there you go. It's easier to ask for forgiveness.
Permission.
Yes, exactly. And that's why at ESL Hamburg, I'm just going to walk onto the panel and just own it without any permission. They're not going to know I'm there. Just going to rock up.
It's a good idea. I should do something similar.
Yeah, we could both do if you'd like. You can go on the stage and I'll go on the panel. Oh, they're playing.
Why am I not on the panel? Oh, screw you. Let's go.
You're on the stage. You're on the stage. You're like a player.
I mean, I don't know. That's tough. Like, I don't know.
All right, enough of this.
I'll be like area. I don't know if I can match up the area, right? It's a big, it's a tall order.
Sort yourself out, mate. Anyway, this train is so tanky now. He's got mech, all these creeps. You can see in the river before the pause how he didn't die because this man is so tanky with his creeps.
Ta-da! And will remain so as they move towards the mid lane. Boogie, he just wants to farm. And then immediately realizes, hold on, if Cuban's here, can I do this? You shouldn't do this, the blink reveal. Boogie made himself in, he had the option. You know, this is like Cuban sitting there going, I didn't want to do this to you.
Oh, we didn't have the quap. Okay, that's fine.
But they get the tower, that's the important part.
If you look at WINSTRIKE's vision right now, it's very much we are going to be diving you, we're going to be running at you, and we do not care about where you're positioned. Like, this vision is simply for what lane do you enter and what lane can we kill you in.
Meanwhile, on the other side, you can already see a ward set up so that Hannah can just go across where no one else is. In the dire jungle right now.
And continue trying the jungle. I think this game
They did play
potentially
Dire last game.
there could be a Rax lost before Hannah actually gets to farm like a real lane for more than like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's a very real possibility right now. I mean, they'll back off for the moment, but yeah, bot lane, there is the potential to go back there, especially with all that ward coverage. Meanwhile, in the mid, they found a target. For Lologa. He is just the opening course, though, because they might try and transition this into Hannah if they can find him again.
Like,
and there's
as
the D
long
ward
as
already.
if the ogre can keep running on the other side of the river and dying, but forcing at least 1 to 2 heroes to be there, then potentially it might allow enough breathing room for the Ember to catch up. So I feel as soon as ogre respawns, he should just make an aggressive move. Just as long as he doesn't run straight away into the high ground and die. Like if he can maybe make in like into like the jungle area, maybe steal a creep and then die, then I think it could be beneficial.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I just want to applaud Lil, by the way. He's not exactly super rich in this game. And, you know, we saw him be a little bit greedy last game. But this game, he's even given his D wards over to his core.
And he's also changed up his build. His build is actually really good as well. He's going for the timing of my Meepo will win the game, my Omni's an enabler, I just need to stop the Nekker and Ench from healing. We need a vessel. We don't need no blink initiation, we just need the vessel.
Well, they want one right now is more kills. And Yol. I'm pretty sure he's been alive for what? Maybe 20 seconds? He's been alive as long as he's been dead. This is going to be a pan, I think.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has
About the old kills, it was reference to forcing maybe a TP or a rotation, but it's fine, I guess.
Here they are, already on the tier 2. Nefra's been forced to rotate. He has got his radiance now. Kuman, dodges out the arrow. Very quick fingers to make sure he can Yules in time. And Akulich, he's like, wait guys, we're disengaging a little bit too quick here. Gonna use the Moonlight Shadow to chase down on Army Knight. There's Scythe as well, but hand of God, what was the play here? You need to wait a lot longer before you throw out that big Scythe. Arrow, but he has got the Heavenly Grace. Toss away, Lil saves the day. Save him Private Omni here. Can they do it? He's still running, they're still chasing, but they can't get close enough. Hannah trying to join in now, no fear. He's willing to be the army.
Meepo's still just farming up, just chilling, loving life, and yeah, all they got was the Chen.
And I think, did we just see? Yeah, I looked back for a second there. It looked like the arrows fluffed, but I think this is another game where we're going to see a lot of missed arrows because maybe a little bit miscommunication or mistiming. They need these kills so badly. Yeah, like they go that way. They do get killed. They burn the Hand of God, but you're fine with that because as you said, the Meepo.
That's the issue though. Like for Wind and Rain, like who on WINSTRIKE do you jump? The Chen's always going to be next to his aura creep. So you're jumping an Omni. The Corp's already going to be hard to kill because of ability, and the fact you don't really have reliable stuns. You have like Root, Arrow, and then Fire Blast. So it's like already it's so hard to kill these like elusive and tanky heroes on WINSTRIKE.
Now Meepo is getting involved this time. Poor Hannah.
And now they're going to use the vision that they've already placed in this area and just go for kill after kill.
Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Once again, Yol gets to be dead, and there's the Orchid reveal. He just picked it up. Sonic wave through. Nefra is dead. Heal up with the mech and Boogie. Where did his team go? He blinked for a moment, and now he's 3 down. He's going to be the 4th. They won't stop chasing this. They will get the kill. No Spirit Vessel needed. Although it would be quicker if you had one. Ultra kill. The hack can't get a Rampage though, as Nikwa. He ran far, far away. Although, I don't know if this is going to be quick enough for the Rampage. You can already see Nikwa's moving away.
Yeah, this is, it was close, but it wasn't Rampage worthy.
But that's the sad kind of Rampage. Like, I don't get the Rampage because the other guy just kept running away.
We didn't want to give it to me. How mean.
We. But Roche is going to give someone to the side of WINSTRIKE second life. At which point, we already mentioned the whole, you know, the how do you actually kill these cores, and now it's like, how do you not die to these cores? Because there's going ham, and then there's kind of like jaws deep. Like, these are the sharks right now, which is weird because they're not Vega, but they are coming for you little fishies.
It's like it's just a difference in draft, right? Like again, I keep going on about it, but I think it's so crucial in these games where when you just look at the two, how do you lock this Meepo down? This Meepo pick, it was like the 4th pick for WINSTRIKE. I think it was like the 8th overall pick in the draft. So like it's gonna be a good game for him. Like it naturally counters the Ember. Already don't have enough stuns, and sure you get a pick off on Lil, but I'm just afraid that this Meepo is just gonna get his Scardy, and he potentially will be unkillable until the Ember has a Battle Fury. But he had a very poor game because the Tiny worked real well together.
And even when you look at Nefret, like, don't get me wrong, Nefret's done pretty well, all things considering we've seen. But when we
what's his damage output? Like
exactly.
when
we talk about how well he does, it's like when he has these heroes that farm and do a lot later.
Like his whole role in this game
yeah.
he's like the tanky guy who wants to be in front whilst people do damage.
Yeah.
But who's doing damage on his team right now? No one.
It's
They're
not like a
15 minutes away.
Right? It's
Sure.
not like, even 15 minutes time, right? His job is going to be tank up, kill one person. It's not like this guy who can, you know, go, I will take on the whole team myself.
Hannah forgot. Oh, okay, that's close.
Okay, Scythe out, Hannah gone again. Human laughs it off, runs away. In the meantime, Ogre, of course, did get felled on the other side of the map. And no fear, he's toying with him here. Nefret is chasing, but can you kill him quick enough? Because he's got reinforcements.
Oh, he's recalling. He's
baiting them in. They're getting a little bit too deep.
Oh,
Lil,
nice.
Save. And now arrow through. Lil may have to give his life for this. The sun's going to come out though. And now Meepo has arrived. Lil may die, but it won't be for nothing. Sonic way through. Look at the kill. Lil, he's going to stay alive. The Guardian Angel keeps him in it. Nefret needs an escape plan, but there isn't one. There is only death that awaits you. As he goes down, they'll chase forward, looking for more. Niquad, no leaps left. So if Kuma finds him, he will kill him. The net through as well. Ember, Hannah, I don't know what you can contribute at this point. Just get away. Your team is dead. Your hopes are crushed. And they're moving in for the mid tower. They will go into the base after this.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, that was really well played by WINSTRIKE. They made the map really wide, really thin. They then utilized the Chen recall. Sure, is a little bit close, and Tiny surviving simply because of the Heavenly Grace at the end of it. But yeah, it was, and he also had the pipe active on him. It was, yeah, I think WINSTRIKE is so far ahead now. It just demonstrates the difference when you have a clear idea of your draft compared to when you are trying to decide where you want your draft to end by the time you've picked your last hero, right? Like, it's a clear difference in how you can perform.
Yeah, it's like some people imagine it's like, oh, you know, if you don't react to your opponent's draft, you're being stubborn. It's not about being stubborn. It's about realizing that you could even make your draft twice as effective by completing the piece of the puzzle, or you can try and generalize to deal with your opponents. And this is a perfect opportunity of how generalization would have killed your draft, whereas specializing has given them the GG tap out and a 2-0 victory over Win and Rain.
Yeah, it was a very unfortunate game for Wind and Rain. I think they played a lot better yesterday. I think today, unfortunately, they just weren't up to scratch. And yeah, if you don't perform in like these crucial games, obviously, you unfortunately do lose. So I'd like to see where they go